If you see me keep looking over my shoulder, I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. What the hell? Oh, shit all over my rip off with the jersey. Go get that towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, gentlemen, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon. It's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Oh, wait a minute. The Nets bit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
Maybe that's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I'm thinking it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.
Welcome to the Venom and Smoke Show. This is your host, Mo Young, kicking it to you live on this Friday. Sorry for the late start, but we here. And by starting late, we got Doc here on time. So let's get in Doc and the Diabolical hater who has reported me to HR, and I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
I'm just glad that you're not all buttered up.
Yep.
Hey man, that's how I got the migraine, man. I was buttered up last night. Don't worry about it.
Man.
Butter gives you a headache.
But I'm so pressed for time. I'm still wearing my work badge. Like,
man, Doc got a mansion in the background.
Yeah, look at that.
hey,
We got
Is
white
that-
walls.
I was gonna
behind
say,
us.
is that green screen or is that your house?
that's definitely not my house, but you know,
I'm about to say, man, I gotta talk to HR about my pay grade. I'm like, what the
That's
fuck
what I'm
is going
saying.
we almost
That's what I'm
there.
saying.
We
Shit.
almost there.
Oh yeah,
Don't worry about
definitely.
Well, I need to
we
be
have-
playing some more lotto.
These
We have a lot to
parlays.
talk about today. We could first start talking about the college football playoffs. It's Michigan and Washington gonna be in the finals. But let's talk about the semifinal games. Did the college football playoff committee get it right or wrong with their picks? Because those were some damn good games.
Both of them were good games.
I'm not mad. Fuck Florida State. Fuck them.
I'm not
Well,
doing that.
listen,
Hey,
Six-
I'm going that
six-
far. Fuck them.
16 kids opted out, right, for Florida State.
yeah.
And they got their asses handed to them. Georgia broke their record for the highest scoring in a game that they had the year before, with I guess it was TCU or something like that.
Yeah.
TCU in the championship game last year.
But the funny thing is, Georgia had about the same amount of people who opted out.
They did. They did. Georgia also
And-
matched that same energy.
Yeah, they said, you know what?
Listen,
Fuck it.
I feel like
Georgia
this.
should get in there.
If I'm as a college paying you an NIL deal, you not opting out of no championship game
Shit. Well,
unless
not
you're
right.
legitimately
Bowl game.
injured.
I mean, bowl
You know what
game.
I'm saying? It's still that winning the bowl game generates money for your school.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pay you, let's say $2 million to play for my school, and then in the bowl game you're not gonna play.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
So here's the thing. Now these kids, they do everything that the professionals do. You know, as far as preparing for a game, you know, putting their body through hell, working out, this, that, and the third. And at the end of the day, they're not paid legitimately for this game. Now, I'm always going to stand on this. Like, the situation did not matter because they had to play a conference championship game to even be considered, right? They didn't lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look at their schedule.
Yeah, Bo Nix loves college.
He been there for like 7 years. Shit.
I mean, the dude been there forever. Dude been in college forever. It feel like.
But Eric, you saying they're not being paid? They're not getting paid, but they're getting paid more than some NFL rookies. Some of these NIL people or who are opting out are getting paid more than NFL rookies.
They're offering Marvin Harrison Jr. $4.5 million to stay in school. He's making more money next year than probably 7 or 8 of the top wide receivers in the league.
Okay, but they're doing that now. Before we even got to this situation, because we just got this NIL deal situation straight or legit for 2 years, 2-3 years now. I'm talking about, look at the situation. You built the CFP for, okay, guess what? When things go wrong and people aren't winning and you have this old cupcake tomato can schedule, then it's going to count against you. However, when Florida State came out, they came out swinging like gangbusters. They won every game. They lost a star player.
I wouldn't say gangbusters.
They still won. So
they squeaked by mediocre teams except LSU. I'm an ACC fan, so I watch Florida State probably more than anybody on the panel right now because I watch the ACC network.
Yes,
they were fucking mediocre. They were not, but they didn't belong in there. They just had the ACC is weak as shit. It's like almost like Conference USA now. It's fucking bad in the ACC, and I'm a U fan. We're fucking mediocre, and we almost beat Florida State with a fucking freshman QB, and we're mediocre as shit. So I'm telling you, you can't put somebody squeaking by mediocre teams against Michigan.
Y'all still Power 5, right? Y'all still Power 5, right?
Barely. I don't know how, but barely. Shit.
You're there and it counts. So they beat
somebody that's you,
Power 5 in the Power 5
animal.
I get all of that, but the circumstances doesn't matter. You still, at the end of the day, you still put 2 more than 1 loss teams in there, or they're averaging 1 loss. Because who had 2? Who had 2 losses?
Nobody had 2. Everybody had 1. Everybody had 1 loss. And this was who they lost to.
1 loss.
Well, Texas lost to Oklahoma in a rivalry game. In the last minute.
At the end of the day, they got 2, but they put
2 now.
2 1-loss teams in there. You had a chance to put everybody. Everybody undefeated could have been in there. The situation.
Michigan would have murdered them people.
Oh yeah,
Michigan
either one of them. Either one of them.
Murdered them people, man. And then
Michigan would have beat Florida State, and so would have. Washington definitely would have beat Florida State. Texas, the way Washington's playing right now,
I wouldn't even go that far. I wouldn't go that far. You line them up and see.
I don't need to line them up and see because I've seen Florida State play.
Florida State is 4. I wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have done that. Michigan earned that number 1 spot. They got that. Washington earned that number 2 spot. They got that. But
Texas would have beat the shit out of them, and Alabama would have beat the shit out of them. Georgia beat the shit out of them. So it's
Texas. If Texas being the one seed or the 1 loss seed, the 1 loss team in there, would put them as 4. I'd put them at 4.
Yeah, and Texas would have beat the shit out of them, and we'd have been having Texas versus fucking.
We'd had Texas versus Michigan at first in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah,
we had Michigan. Would have
Washington. Still had Michigan, Washington. She put them against Washington. Florida State is not covering them receivers from Washington. Shit.
I'm not ready to say that.
I thought Texas was going to do better than what they did. Them receivers and Michael Penix Jr., that's a different beast there.
He's another one that's been in college for like 7 years.
But he was hurt. See, his thing is he was hurt.
He redshirted 2 years.
The medical red shirts.
Right.
So,
yeah.
So, but Michael Penix might have played himself into the first round, which I didn't want. Because I'm like, shit, get him in the second round. My Saints can get him cheap second round.
People still crying about it. People still crying about him not getting the Heisman. And I mean, that's cool and all, but guess what? Michael Penix had 2 extra games, and he's still like 10 touchdowns behind Jaden. So the people who's crying about that, cry me a river. You got to have.
He might be the best quarterback in that class, from what I saw. He might be the best quarterback.
Circumstances again. Okay, I understand all of that, but guess what? Them 3 losses came from the top 8. So I don't want to hear crap about it. So you look down the season, everybody that LSU lost to wind up being in the top 8. So
I'm not saying about the losses. I'm just saying
about the Heisman. The Heisman should go to the best team. It should have went to a team that never lost. Well, guess what? The Heisman is an individual award. So I don't want to hear nothing about the team. So again, Michael Penix had 2 extra games, and he's still 10 touchdowns behind. So people that's crying about it, well, keep crying. Because
how many of those are rushing touchdowns? I say quarterback. I'm not against Jaden Daniels winning the fucking Heisman because he ran, but I'm talking about pure passer. He might be the best pure passer QB in this fucking draft.
Yeah, if you talking about being a quarterback,
yeah. When I say best out of them, man, I need Penix to drop because Penix didn't fucking went off.
He's going in the top 10.
Penix, honestly, the only thing about Penix, he left-handed. Most receivers don't like left-handed QBs because the ball spins differently. After 2 mock draft, Michael Penix go to the Falcons, and then we are in trouble. The Saints are in trouble if that dude go to the Falcons.
I'll tell you what, I bet you he makes a splash just like CJ Stroud did.
I'll put it on there.
I agree with that.
I think it's gonna be out of Daniels and Penix is the best QBs in the draft because Caleb Williams to me is overrated as fuck. I'm just gonna put it that way. He's fucking overrated, and I saw that crybaby gene in him. He talking
big game James to me. He talking about
I seen USC look so much better without him. The defense was even hitting. USC looked like a fucking monster in that bowl game.
Their defense is garbage. USC's defense
is garbage, but even the garbage defense rolls up because they saying we finally a team now because Caleb Williams is all about himself. I don't want a QB all about himself.
Yeah, but he'll come into the NFL and they'll get him right quick.
But I'm like,
he ain't gonna come into the NFL trying to be, you know what I'm saying, with his nose up in the air. They ain't playing that shit.
If you mess up on a number one draft pick, you set your shit back about 10 years.
I don't think.
And I'm telling the Bears, you might want to keep Justin Fields. You might want to keep Justin Fields because this dude is a bust. Got bust written on him. I'm telling people he got bust. He proved me wrong. He proved me wrong. But he got bust written on him.
Justin Fields got got Chicago fans in the palm of his hand because they was up there crying for him last game. And I mean, when he went out there, they're finally getting the return on investment that they were hoping for. And Chicago would be damn fools to let him go. I don't care
if you're going to
get him for.
Yeah, if you want more draft capital, trade that number 1 overall pick
Yes.
You can get a shitload of
You sure
of
can.
picks for it. Like
sure
there's
can.
somebody gonna overpay for it. We seen the 49ers overpay for one spot. It's like,
and it was just one spot. Literally
the
one.
fucking Bears overpaid for one spot when they got Trubisky.
From 2 to 3.
Yeah.
It said, yep, that is worth it. It's well worth it. Man.
So I'm like this. If I'm the Bears, I'm shopping that first round at that number 1 overall pick around before I do Justin Fields. It look like you got your QB of the future because y'all were just in the playoff hunt. Like they were literally in the playoff hunt until last week.
Yeah.
So that means y'all close.
I don't know if I would shop the number 1 pick. I would shop my other pick.
My pick. Yeah, I could shop my pick too. I would shop one of them first round picks. If you wanted the most, I would shop the number 1. But if not, I would make Marvin Harrison be my number 1 pick because I need a receiver.
That's if he comes out.
He's coming out.
They're saying he might not come out because he's going to be making more money next year than some of the top receivers in the NFL. They offer you $4.5 million to stay. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if he's the number 1 overall pick, he's going to get paid more than the 4.5. Because he's number 1 overall, so he'll get paid about
if he coming out
8 to 10 million.
Yes,
he'll get about 8 to 10 million,
plus a signing bonus.
We talking about college. Hold on, and we're talking about Marvin Harrison Jr. And congratulations for him being a Heisman finalist. But let's talk about the robbery of the Biletnikoff Award, right? My Tiger, Malik neighborhood. This dude got robbed of the Biletnikoff Award because, again, here we go. With people with more games still coming up short. Because I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but I want to say it was at least a couple hundred yards. Malik Neighbor setting school records. And you're telling me that just because this guy, and don't get me wrong, Ohio State, they were there. They were doing some things. Marvin Harrison is great. But his numbers aren't what Malik Neighbors is, right? So how is it that you get to be the Heisman finalist, you get to be a finalist, but your compensation is the Biletnikoff Award? But I thought it goes to the best. I thought it goes to the best receiver in college. The best receiver in the nation was number 8 in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, but these awards are these awards are a popularity contest.
Yep.
So
that's what it is.
It's not always about who's the best. It's not that. It's not always about that. So there's been times, people got robbed of the Biletnikoff and the Heisman and all these other. I don't put stock in those college football awards anymore.
Honestly, as long as this game isn't what it was last year, because last year, yawn fest. Like, my God, Georgia got so bored. Hey, man, just go ahead and order Chick-fil-A off the phone, man.
Georgia got bored this year. The dude was live streaming as the game was going on.
But it's not a championship game. This is not a game where I'm getting everybody together. Hey, everybody come to my house. Everybody come to my house. Like, that was the game. And you up there like, say, bro, like, why did we rush through our day to get to this? This is the result. This is what we came and rushed through our day for. Why I got through a day of hard work and wanted to kick my feet back. And I got all my party food going. And these people didn't even show up. TCU didn't get off the bus.
But I called it. We called it on the show. We said this shit gonna be a murder. I said that was the worst thing that happened for TCU to win that game. I think me and Jay both said it's gonna be a fucking murder. And I said, don't waste your time watching the game because it's gonna be a murder.
You did. You said don't waste your time. You told everybody. You told America, don't waste your time.
And it's gonna be a murder.
We watched it anyway. We sat there
and then it was a murder.
Train wreck. We couldn't help
We
it.
watched a snuff film on TV. That's what the fuck happened. Because they
Yeah.
got the fuck beat out them last year. But I think it's gonna be different. The only thing, I wish it wasn't in Texas. I wish it was in the Rose Bowl. It's an old school Pac-12 Big Ten bowl game. And that'd have been perfect ending for the Pac-12. But
now that's what they're talking. Now they talking. I guess they want to kind of rearrange how they do these championships. Now I'm hearing, rumblings.
NRG is not good. That's not a good stadium to do a national championship game in. It should be the core four bowls moving around.
Relatively new, right?
Yeah, it should be the core four bowls that get it, like they used to do back for the PCS era. Like this year, the Sugar Bowl get it. The Orange Bowl, the Fiesta.
The Fiesta.
You got a Fiesta Bowl.
And
the
Fiesta. No, the Fiesta Bowl, because they're instead of it being the Fiesta Bowl, it's their sponsors' names first.
Oh,
so I think it might be Tortillos or something.
Yeah. I don't remember who played the Fiesta Bowl this year.
It's not one of the big bowls anymore.
That used to be the big bowls, man. I'm like, damn. So find another bowl that's gonna be in there, or the core three bowls. Rose, orange, sugar, and just move it around.
They even talking about taking the Sugar Bowl away from New Orleans.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
I don't know why they took that big game, because guess what? In 2025, when we host the Super Bowl, we're gonna be the city that hosts the most Super Bowls. So y'all can miss me with that, right? Because obviously we know what we're doing. When we host events, people show up, the revenue is great, and people have moments. Like, it may not always be the greatest moments, a la the last Super Bowl we hosted with the lights out situation. But guess what? When have you seen a hometown kid come down in a big game and have a big moment? With Jacoby Jones. Yeah. Jacoby Jones came home and showed out. Like, gee Louise. And there's still, to this day, that record still stands in the Super Bowl. No one has.
I don't think they're gonna get rid of the Sugar Bowl, because where else can you go from the stadium to Bourbon Street? That close. You can walk from the stadium to Bourbon Street. That's why they'll never get rid of it. Because you come here and get drunk.
You can pre-game, you can be in the game, and guess what?
Drink and eat.
You're
getting rid of
3 blocks away, 3-4 blocks away from still getting lit. So
I'm not gonna even argue with you. The Rose Bowl is the best bowl. I ain't gonna even lie to you. It is. Like, it's the granddaddy them all for a reason. And I want to tell fucking Stephen A. Smith, talk about moving to SoFi. The people don't even go to the Rams game in SoFi. Leave the Rose Bowl where the fuck it is. And nobody goes to SoFi Stadium.
That's those
that old high ass stadium, man.
That people wear because when you get something new and shiny, you want to show it off, and then you're just like, hey, forget the old stuff, forget the prestige and the history of everything else, because I got this nice shiny new thing. That means it's the best because I put so much into it. Well, bigger isn't always better.
It's not always.
That's not what she says.
Uh-oh. Where the fuck he come from? Oh man. I'm just like this with the whole college football playoff stuff. I think they got it right, because this game might actually be a close game. I think if Michigan can run the ball, then Washington might not have a chance to win. It'll be close because Michigan will have the ball. But if Penix and them get up, it might be a long night for Michigan. I don't know if McCarthy can throw the ball like Penix.
No, I don't think
he shootout with Washington, because I thought about it on New Year's Eve with my family. I told them, I said, bro, Washington gonna win this game. I said, I thought it was Texas all this time, but I said, Washington gonna win this game. They're like, why you say that? I said, because if they're able to throw the ball, nobody can stop Washington. Nobody. Their receivers are top notch.
Their receivers are all NFL ready.
They're top notch receivers. And I'm like, Penix, I didn't know Penix's arm was that great, but he threw a laser. Like, I'm like, God damn. He threw that bitch and it hit the receiver right in the hands.
But that's a sign of good chemistry too, because
that shit was beautiful.
Even during the and I know I keep going back to the Heisman thing, and I'm just saying during the campaign, like he literally wrote a letter for the offensive line in a skill position. Like that team is together. Like that team is bonded. So
yeah,
it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great showing. It's going to be a great outing. Call all your friends over, bring your homeboys, get whatever advice that you have, and y'all going to have a great show on Monday. Honestly, I'm looking at Washington to pull it out, and I'm not trying to hate on Coach Harbaugh. I'm not trying to hate on those guys over in Michigan, but I think the sacrifices is enough. Like I think you sacrificed enough. You had to sacrifice the Pistons, for this moment, and I think you're out of the blood. There's no more blood. There's no more Piston blood. There's no more sacrificing. Y'all got your moment.
Nah,
right?
ain't nothing about no damn sacrifice. Monty Williams forgot how to fucking coach.
Hey,
it's like he don't put the best people in the game. So don't get me started how we should have beat the Jazz and the best shooting guard is on the bench for like 8 minutes. Look, let me get started on Monty Williams' ass.
Guess what?
He
guess
for
what?
the money.
Detroit setting records all over the place though, right?
Yeah, we are bad or good.
You got the Pistons losing a league-wide record, 28 games, and Detroit Lions for the first time since the 90s winning the division, and Michigan finally takes 3 tries, to get to the championship game. So
we are going to see
a lot of Piston blood spilled here for these moments to happen. So guess what? I think they're out. I think there's no more juice left. There's no more.
I think they're gonna give it to Michigan. Not after Michigan was cheating. I don't think they want Michigan to win this shit. They was hoping Bama would beat them. They were hoping. Why you think they put Alabama there? They were hoping Bama beat Michigan because they could be like, see, we want to talk about Jim Harbaugh stealing signs and shit like that.
Yep,
that's why they set it up like they did. They thought Texas was going to beat Washington, so they put Texas with a quote-unquote easy route to get to a home game in Texas. You know how bad that would have been if the Texas Longhorns would have played in Houston?
Yeah, that would have been a home game for them.
That should have been all burnt orange. I'm glad. I am fucking glad that the Washington Huskies put a damper in that shit, even though they almost gave it to them at the end. But I am fucking glad. So y'all can go with this. The pride of Texas, my ass. Y'all sit your ass down because y'all's not going to have a home game. Because I remember when LSU did that. Their national championship was in New Orleans, and it was just all LSU. That takes the luster out of things, man. Like it's a home game, man. It's not really fair. LSU was gonna beat Clemson just off the strip. They was in their backyard, man. Like that's because they were great. You had all yellow and purple. It's not gold. That's fucking yellow, LSU fans. That's fucking yellow.
Stop hating. It's yellow.
It's fucking yellow. It almost looks like Michigan yellow. That's maize and purple.
It's gold. It's gold.
Eric, okay, I got you. What color is this? What color is this?
That's
gold.
There you go. Stop saying purple and gold. That's purple and
purple
motherfucking
and gold.
yellow.
Hey,
just like the 35, how you say that's maroon and yellow. That is fucking yellow.
I got you, Mama. It's gold.
Look, when you see gold like that around your neck is turning green.
I was about to say that. Your neck's about to turn green.
Stand on it. Mama is gold. Mama, you taught me better. It's gold.
It's gold. So if I get a yellow highlighter, I can say that's gold too. That's what the fuck LSU look like. You can sit
there and call it Granny's piss for all I care.
They still got it. They got the colors of the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers don't say black and gold, they go black and yellow.
Because that's Pittsburgh. That's got nothing to do with Baton Rouge.
It's fucking yellow.
It's the same color.
It's the same color.
And that's Pittsburgh. We're talking about LSU. We're talking about Baton Rouge. It's gold.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we are talking about Baton Rouge. That's why they said yellow is gold. I got you. Oops.
Mm, mm.
So who you guys think's gonna win the national championship?
Washington. I think Washington pulls it out in a close one.
I'm riding with Washington as well. Y'all heard me allude to it earlier, so
Who you
Yeah.
got?
Like I want to go against Michigan only because my friend that's now a fan, she doesn't understand what losing is because Washington, Michigan's been undefeated. So I would like
Mhm.
Washington to win, but I just have a feeling that if you can't stop Michigan's run game, they're gonna beat you.
Yeah, that's why I just said it depends. Me, if I think Washington gonna get got a quick strike offense, so that's the only reason why I did it. I said they might have one last possession more than Michigan, and if I think they get up 1 or 2 scores, and then Michigan got to throw the ball. I don't know, but I could be wrong. It's a close game. It's one of them tossed up ones.
I'm riding
It's
with
close.
I'm riding with the conversation of instead of getting the Heisman, he'll be the MVP of the championship game and he'll win.
It's just something about that Washington team. Now, if Peterson coached like he did against Texas, he's gonna lose. Like that fourth quarter against Texas, he's gonna fucking lose. They were blowing out Texas at
They
first.
were. I remember I dozed off at one point. I'm like, oh, you know what? Washington got this. Take me a nap.
The
Before I
final
know, I
3
was like,
minutes
oh,
of that
Texas got a
game,
chance to come back and win this thing. Hold on.
the final 3 minutes of that game was the worst coach game I've ever seen in my life. It was horrible. It was horrible coaching that almost cost him the game. All you do is take a knee. Let the clock run out. You run, get your running back hurt, and then they had a chance. They score. You playing prevent. They score. They come back again, and they had a chance to score again.
If they score again, then you lose.
They win. Yeah, they fucking Texas
If
win.
Washington lose, then then we're talking about Texas.
Then it was gonna be Texas beating the shit out of Michigan and Texas.
And Texas,
Ain't nobody
Texas
beat
back.
Texas in Texas.
Texas is back.
You'd have been hearing them hook 'em, hook 'em, hook 'em. That's all you'd have been hearing. Hook 'em.
So my
I
dad.
know Michigan fans travel, but Texas would have had so much burnt orange in that damn stadium.
Yes. My dad worked the
You know how
detail
Texans are.
at the game, right? And he was on Washington sideline because his details were with Washington. I said, look, you got to bump into Arch. Like if you happen to pass Texas, you got to bump into Arch because Arch played my son last year. If everybody remember, that was one of the big games. I think I missed the show due to it. Arch came in. We wound up watching him live and in person. He's a big kid. I ain't gonna lie to you. He is. He got his workout in. I said you need to bump into him because he screwed us last year in that game. The referees gave it to him, and because we almost had a chance to pull this out, but the referee said, you know what? We're gonna call these phantom calls. You touched the kid, and we don't want to look bad because we're gonna put him on the news, and he got to look pretty when he's on the news. I said you got to bump into him and say you screwed your grandson last year, and he's gonna screw up this and he's gonna screw up tonight too. Of course, my dad can do it.
Don't worry, my nephew beat his ass twice. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Last time, stomped his ass. So that's what happened.
Nicely done.
Don't worry, payback was already gotten.
Nicely done.
And the defense is suspect, but I mean that offense is nasty though. They're good enough. They're not USC level bad.
If they played their football, then guess what? At the end of the day, you just got to outscore your opponent.
Like I said, it's a toss-up because I'm like, if Michigan can run the ball, then Washington won't win.
Yep.
That's
That's the hard part.
Yeah, because if Michigan can run the ball, nobody can beat Michigan running the ball. But if they can't run the ball, then Washington would win that game. So it's probably the best game they could have came out of the two. Because if we could have won in that bitch, if Texas would have played Michigan, it'd have been like, you know what? I don't know if Michigan ready for that Texas crowd, bro. Like that shit would have been like nobody was beating Texas in the national championship in Texas. The ref wasn't gonna allow that shit. Vegas wasn't gonna allow nobody to beat Texas in Texas. You know how big that would have been. And then if Alabama would have snuck in, I think Washington blitzes them. I'm just saying, just think about that.
I don't know. If they had played Bama, it'd have been ugly because
Milroe is too inconsistent, and I know he's getting better. Penix is a different beast, and that's not the same Bama defense.
No,
it's not. It's not the same Bama defense that we used to see in Bama, Roll Tide. It ain't the same Bama defense.
Right.
So the only one who still got their defense is Georgia. And they didn't put them in there.
Nope.
If they put Georgia in there, I take Georgia over anybody. You can put they could rematch Alabama. Georgia would have blitzed the hell out of Alabama.
Georgia players are just going to Philadelphia anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yes. Yep. That's all. I guarantee you another Georgia player goes to Philly.
It's just gonna be, Philadelphia Bulldogs, that's all.
I'm like this. If Georgia makes it, would have made it, Georgia would have blitzed everybody out the fucking building. They're the most impressive looking team. And if anybody needs to be mad, it's fucking Georgia. Because if Georgia would have got it there, they would have said, okay, Alabama. Alabama would have been out. They said, okay, Michigan. They can line up with Michigan and they can stop the run.
Yeah, I think that would have honestly, I think that would have been the better game, Georgia against Michigan.
And like we can stop the run and we can run the ball. Let's go. So it's everybody dodged the bullet that Georgia didn't get in. That's all I can say. The best team didn't make it. Because Georgia was number one the whole year, and they trip up in the championship game. Probably were looking ahead. Probably said, "Oh, it's just Alabama," and got caught by surprise. It was Nick Saban. Old Saint Nick had a trick up his sleeve. But if Georgia is at full strength, and Georgia is the best team in the nation, so they lucked up. Everybody lucked up. That's all I can say. He said, "Do you think Washington offense is only good because of when she was being 6'1" through 6'4"? Hey, that's called good scouting. They can get 6'1" and 6'4" receivers.
Listen, there's not a lot of 5'8", 5'9" receivers that are nice. There's only a handful that you could bring up in history of football that were not over 6 foot tall.
I mean, he could be 6'1" through 6'4", but they're good.
Yeah, they got hands.
Shit, that we can say about that. Well, I mean, Washington is stacked on offense. That's all I can say. They're stacked, and I didn't think Penix was that good until I really sat down and watched him. I can see why he beat Oregon twice. No slight to Oregon, but I can see why.
And they were underdogs.
Yeah,
second time.
He's slinging that bitch all over the field. And I know you as an Oregon fan glad that he's going to the draft this year. He's slinging that bitch all over the field.
Hey.
He's glad old ass Bo Nix is going into the draft this year.
Oregon was rolling this year. Oregon, they were in good shape. So either way, he's good. Anthony's good. I'm with you. I'm with you, Anthony.
Yeah, until Michael Penix said I got another medical red shirt.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Coming back.
Hey, do it again.
Not finished.
I don't care. The
You
job
know
ain't
that Kobe Bryant.
the
job
we need
not finished.
somebody to watch because I don't know who else is there to watch besides. Is Milroe coming back?
Yeah, Milroe got to come back. Milroe got to get developed better as a passer, or he's going to be. Or he's going to be Taysom Hill, or he's going to be a black Taysom Hill if he comes out right now.
I saw that Tulane got a transfer in from a good quarterback.
Yeah, from Oregon. We stole one. We stole one from the Oregon. We got one. I'm already liking this new coach already. He getting people to come into this bitch.
Hey, the coach is already set. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad with Coach Willie. Like Coach Willie.
You should stay one more year, Willie. One more year, Willie. It's going to 12 teams this coming up. One more year. Just ride one more time.
And he gave them a culture, and hopefully they'll keep the winning culture and they'll stick with them.
Let me put it this way. I hope every time we play Houston, we beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah. I hope we kick Houston in the ass every time we play them.
That's definitely not happening. We're going to calm that one down right now. Coach really Fritz know what he's doing.
You can, whoever the Orange does still, yeah, y'all are. Y'all are this year, yeah. Next year, I don't know, because Bo Nix is finally graduating.
Well, yeah, finally. Well, he's done. Like, he just got.
Well, he did graduated like 6 times already. Bo Nix got a whole family, man.
What did he do?
Got a wife and kid.
He just coming to the stadium. He like, say, bro, is it game day? Is it time to practice? Yeah, bro. Where you at?
We said, Bo Nix has a wife and a fucking kid.
Yes, because he's old enough to have one. Dude, he probably ready to set up his retirement already. Damn, bro.
Bo Nix is going to be fucking 35 years old before he take his first NFL.
Before he gets to the NFL, you want to look at this dude like, say, bro, like your career already set.
Yeah, but if you think about it, he's what, 25? That would probably be the age you would want your starting, like a quarterback to start in the NFL. Not 19, 20, 21.
Well, Penix is like 23, 24 too, so it's like
this ain't that day no more. Like everything is a young man's game. Like we're talking like, okay, 25 is young, but with these kids now, it's like they're instantly great coming out the bat because of all these different programs and all these opportunities that's out there. You know, you have the traveling teams. You have, your parks and high schools that's nationally televised or whatnot. So they're ranking these things. Like they have these schools that can grab like 800 students or whatever. And it's like you go up to these campuses, it's like a college campus. And you're like, well, in my old high school, your other high school ain't got 4 other buildings. I looked at one in Texas. They had a building just for English studies alone. Hey, man, I didn't hear about that until I got to college, like even preparing to go to college. Y'all doing that
Texas
now.
is ridiculous, too.
Yes.
They're the ones that have the Bible college.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up.
They're the ones that got the. That was disgusting.
Grambling State beat somebody, 159-18? Shit.
Hold on, I got
was it? I thought it was like 170 something.
Hold on, the score was. I passed it up. Hold on. Is in my shout out. The score was 18-159.
Oh, I got it right. I'm gonna tell you this way. They beat a fucking YWCA team.
Whoa.
I went on their fucking webs. I went on their fucking roster. There's no pictures.
I don't want to hear it.
I
don't want to hear it.
One again, there's no fucking pictures. They put the same girl name there on there twice.
They laced them up and they got in between them lines. They got in between them lines.
First of all, I don't know many people going to a Bible college that know how to fucking hoop.
Guess what? But they're Division 2, so it doesn't matter. They're Division 2. They're Division 2.
Where?
Division 2. Hey, go look them up. Go look them up.
I did look them up. Division 2. Division 2.
Division 2.
It need to be Division 4. It need to be in the NAIA. It need to be in the Division 4. It don't need to be in Division 2. Division 2 losing like that.
They need to be in the CYO league. Because that was disgusting. Why even lace them up if you can only put 19 on the board?
What? Hey.
Not 19, they put 18, Jay.
Or 18.
18.
He was 19.
Just to be old enough. You're finally emancipated. You're 18 years old. 18.
Bro, you don't understand. 18? Bro, 18 in the college game?
Yes.
That's sad. And what's even sadder is that Grambling did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, it was 75 to like, I think it was 4 or 5 at halftime.
Okay. So
they should have ended that game right then and there.
They should have. The referees can actually enact a mercy rule.
Well, they should have, because that's embarrassing.
Well, guess what? Then people played it through because you got to compete, and people came up there to watch the show. They came to sit there and watch the program.
What show?
I'd have been mad if I paid for those tickets.
It's 150. It was a 141 point victory.
Listen, that's a layup line.
History.
I'm not going to fucking watch a layup line in the shoot around, Eric. That was a layup line in the fucking shoot around. Ain't no defense was played.
Lace them up. You don't come out. You can refuse. You can not show up. You can forfeit before the game even tips off. You be like, you know what, coach? I ain't feeling it. Cool. Pack the bus up. We'll go home. But they didn't. They got handed.
Oh my God, man. Come on, man. Grambling State wrong for that shit, man.
I
told y'all you don't supposed to beat up. You don't supposed to beat up on guys' children that way. Them people are studying for the Lord and they got their ass beat.
The name of the Lord, they got.
You can't do that, man. The people were studying. They studying Deuteronomy and all that to get their ass whooped. Man, you can't do that.
They actually learned how to turn the other cheek.
They did. They did.
And then that one got kicked.
Whatever you turn. In the name of the Lord.
My God, I'm like, if I was a ref, I'd say, nah, man, just drop down the stick. Just put the sticks down, man.
I
don't think you can beat. I don't think I beat my son on the game that bad.
For those,
I have.
Not that bad. I think I slowed down a little bit, and I got to 135 to like 18. But 159.
I was looking for the backstory of this segment. So I said in our group chat, because the podcast, we have a group chat. I said I was going to shout out the Gramblings women's basketball team for winning by 141 points. So on Tuesday night, they played Bible studies, college, whatever. And the Bible studies college put up 18. And Grambling women's had 159 points. So I still will. I'm gonna shout them out for it. So it doesn't matter. But everybody else in the group, the rest of the commission, does not agree with me having that as a shout out. Because I mean, I'm gonna stick by the HBCU. Yes, I mean 141 points. That is a bit egregious. You could at least say, you know what? Let's have everybody be in double figures. I don't even know what the box score is at this point because it looked like everybody had their way. Malik, if you're watching, this was a shout out to you because this is the equivalent of your creative player having 100 points in the game by himself. I know you remember it. It's an insider. Shout out to you, Malik. But yeah, that's what that was.
It's an ass whooping.
Yeah.
That's an embarrassment.
That's an ass whooping. You can't go around doing that to God's children. I keep telling y'all that, man. That's not fair. Y'all wrong with that. That shit is bad, bro. Like
I want to give you guys an update. The Knicks put it on the 76ers 128-92.
That OG Anunoby trade is the best thing that could have happened to you, damn Knicks.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're playing a lot better with him because he plays good D.
And that's exactly what New York was missing. And it's unfortunate because now when the Knicks had their pick in that draft 4 years ago and took RJ Barrett, they're like, you know what, we're not gonna give up on this guy, and he could potentially spend his career here. And then y'all signed him. Y'all signed him to a 4-year deal this past offseason, right? And say, you know what, it's not worth it. Let's get him out of here. And look at the turnaround. Well, guess who also signed for 4 years in New York? And this is a shout out to you, Izzy. Because we want to knock on the door. Hey, management that's going on with the Giants. Daniel Jones.
He also went to Duke. He also went to Duke, too.
Also went to Duke. Said, I signed up for 4 years. So, well, now, balls in your court, Giants. Y'all know what needs to be done.
They're not going to do it. It's the Giants.
Hey, Giants. Y'all on the clock. That's all I can say.
And I'm happy, man, that he goes to a place because the Raptors are a wasteland since Kawhi left them.
Yes.
Well, they just broke the team up. They know they're not going to win any more championships. Well,
yeah, they got their one.
Never, but they're not going to win anytime soon.
But no star wants to go to Canada.
Because of the taxes.
All right.
Because if you're playing over there, you got to pay Canadian tax, and then you got to come and pay United States tax on your money. So that's why a lot of them don't like playing in Canada.
No, there was an incentive to playing in Toronto. Let me see.
They give you more money because they get taxed. That's why. That's what's going on. That shit gets double taxed, and that's why Kawhi wanted to get the fuck out. He wanted to go back to LA, even though LA got high ass taxes. You know how bad they got to be? You say I want to go to LA over Toronto with the taxes.
Well, you're paying double. You know what I'm saying? You're paying double taxes. I'd rather pay only one tax.
Yeah, you're paying double taxes. Because then if you got a house in America, you gotta pay taxes on that. You're getting double taxed, and it's like,
well, depending where you live, where you have your house. Because if you have your house in Pennsylvania, I don't think they have taxes for your housing taxes in Pennsylvania. That's why a lot of people like living there.
I don't think you should be getting. I don't think you should get taxed on your house anyway once you buy it. Shit, like why are you taxing me?
You should be getting taxed for like if you have a loan on a house, but after you own it, they should just leave you the fuck alone. Like in New York, we got to pay property tax, and we got to pay school tax. I don't got no kids in school.
Yeah, we got to pay property tax too. Yeah. And my thing is like, if I'm already got a loan and I'm paying the loan back, I should not get fucking taxed. Now, if I see if I'm not paying the loan, I'm missing payments, tax my ass. What if I'm paying you a loan and you're taxing that already, and then you're gonna tax me again? You keep taxing me, and then wonder why? Oh, there's no money in the economy, motherfucker. I'm broke. You tax me to death.
I'm looking at it. So it's saying that American players on Toronto Raptors pay taxes on their Canadian sourced income. Most athletes are subject to a maximum rate of 53.53%.
Oh, fuck.
So 53% of your paycheck is gone. And then you got to come to the United States and pay whatever it is here.
Yes.
Good Lordy.
That's why to go to Canada to play, I need like 80, 90, 100 and something $1 million.
And you wonder why Fred VanVleet was getting that money out there. When he signed that big deal, everybody like, damn, why you got that big ass?
VanVleet said, I'm getting out of here.
They have to overpay. Like the Raptors have to overpay to keep people. So they're gonna get a bunch of bums who getting $200 million. They're only gonna make 100.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeez. Good.
Jay, people in New York, people paying $2,000 live in the box.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
And it's still
there's people paying $2,500 to live in a studio apartment that they share a bathroom with the other apartments.
Man.
No fucking way, boy.
Man, yeah, what they call that the concrete jungle. They ain't lying. Man.
Boy, I ain't sharing no bathroom with somebody. Somebody might have crabs and I go sit on the toilet seat.
And then
fuck that.
Community crabs.
Yeah, community crabs everywhere. Community lights.
Nope. Keep that stuff.
You keep that shit over there.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'll be sitting in a bucket.
I couldn't do it, man. I don't know how people in New York do it. I saw somebody had like the bathroom on the stairs, like in the toilet on the stairs, man. Like they showed a picture of it, like it was a small thing, and then go it up. There's a toilet on the actual stairs.
They have all these clever devices now. Everything, you know, they're coming up with these small homes where you can just pretty much morph your room into what you would need it to be. I mean, I'm not down with that kind of stuff because to me that's way too much work, right? It's bad enough, you know, you gotta sit here and say, guess what? I got so much room to put my feet in my butt, but now I gotta sit here and transform into my bathroom. Yeah, that's way too much work. I don't.
Bro, when I first moved into the house that I live in now, when I was a kid, it was a weekend home that my grandparents had bought property, you know, upstate New York. Yeah. We didn't even have fucking bathroom. We had a fucking outhouse.
Oh, Lord.
And you know how fucked up it was, you know, when we first moved in here in the wintertime to have to go out there in a blizzard when it's below 0 to freeze your ass and take a shit.
Oh.
Believe me, it was rough the first couple of years here.
Man,
but
that's how New York. But I will still pay New York tax over that Canadian tax. You talk about 53%. Think about this.
Yo,
what's up, Sleazy?
What's going on, people?
What's going on?
Hey, Doc. Very nice, Doc. New York taxes suck. Just saying.
Work on your mic a little bit. You're coming in really loud.
God damn it!
Coming in hot. My boy coming in hot.
my ear almost popped out of its drum.
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. I will pay the New York tax before the Canadian tax. You're not taking 53% of my fucking money.
Oh, I'm about to say Canadian taxes. That's what 40-50%.
It was 53.
Wow.
53.
So if you get $100 million, if you get a, you know, let's say $100 million contract, you only getting 40 something.
47. Like 47.
Yep.
You would kiss my ass if I'm making $100 million.
I mean, but you still there though, right? It's not like it's scrub money, but you're not getting all your money. So you're signing on the contract, you're signing on the dotted line, right? And you're like, okay, cool. I got, you know, I'm signing for 100, and you're only getting 47. I mean, yeah, obviously that sucks, but I mean, you're still paid at the end of the day, right?
Eric.
Yeah, but if you got $100 million in the United States, you're probably getting
About
after
80?
taxes about 80 million. That's a big third. That's like $30 million for almost $40 million difference.
Also
guess
depends
what?
upon where you live.
Dude, $40 million is $40 million, Eric. If I lose $40 million, my wife is gonna be pissed the fuck off.
Okay, I get all that. And
That's why
we had
people
this
move to
conversation
Florida
before.
and Texas
But
and Tennessee.
look at their way of
no
living.
taxes.
Do you hear Canadians getting sick? What about their What about their healthcare situation, right? Like it's got to be a war somewhere. Like somewhere down the line, I'm not paying for something because it's already
most
established.
Americans don't live in Canada except for the actual season. So I'm only in Canada for like 6 months out of the year.
Exactly. Then you're not there for long.
Doesn't Canada have like universal health care?
Yeah.
I think that's what helped. That's why the taxes are high, because they give you free health care. So then they have to supplement it from somewhere.
At the end of the day, I mean, that's something that you don't have to take care of. That's a bill that's already taken care of.
They probably pay a higher shit too. You know, if we had hit that shit in America, we would still have the same fucking wages. Universal health care getting taxed 53%. People die.
Yeah.
But you're not sick. But people broke. You living in a cardboard box. You're not sick.
You're not sick. That's the situation. That's the situation.
Listen, man. I'm just saying, 53 billion is. 53% is ridiculous, though.
Yeah, that
then
is
they
ridiculous.
get taxed on. Don't they get taxed on their American money too? So you get $100 million. You take another 20. You take another 20.
Money, but to me, that's
you have to pay taxes in America. So if you got a house in America, you have to pay taxes.
But I'm not going to be in that house for some time. Like you said, I got to play.
It doesn't matter. You think America give a fucking view?
It means I got to be home. Well, actually, I got to prepare for this next 6 months. For the next 6 months, so I'm probably going to be in my house for a month when I'm done with the season, and then I got to start going somewhere to prepare my body so I can go to work. Right?
America don't care. You could be in that bitch for one day. They gonna tax your ass for a whole year for you being in that bitch one day.
If anybody was smart, they would try to get dual citizenship, and if they're playing for a Canadian team, then just live in Canada.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then this way you don't have to pay taxes in the United States. Is that these people don't, they play for a Canadian team, but they live in the United States. So now you got to pay taxes on Canadian tax and then the tax in the United States because this is where you live.
You're double dipping,
and this is why RJ Barrett to the Raptors is smart, because he has dual citizenship. He's a Canadian. He was
about to say, isn't he like French?
Canadian. So all they need to do, the Raptors need to get all the Canadians up there, and they'll be fine. They'll be great. Have an all Canadian team. Go get fucking Jamal Murray. There's a bunch of them. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, he's Canadian too.
Yes.
All them up there. And then
that would be the smart move, but yet a lot of these guys come to live in the United States and they come to play for United States teams because they ain't getting charged 53% fucking tax here.
Yeah, buddy.
So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Fucking 53% taxes is ridiculous. But if you're getting paid, that's why I always wonder why the Raptors players had like ridiculous contracts. Like that's why, to supplement what we really getting paid. Okay, we're gonna put $200 million on the books, but you're gonna get like 87 million. Fuck that. You gotta be some kind of loophole or some shit. It gotta be a loophole. But we're gonna go into the NFL now with Russell Wilson thing before we start going into week 17. Now the Players Association is involved with Russell Wilson now.
It didn't happen.
It had to happen.
That was illegal what they were doing.
It should have been happening.
Sean Payton doing that shady shit again.
Oh boy.
It should have been happening because Russell did nothing wrong, just like I said last week. It was uncalled for. And don't get me wrong. Now, okay, cool. Sean Payton want to come in and say, guess what? I want to turn the team around, and I can't do that if you put all the money into this dude. Well, guess what? The owner signed off on that before you got into the picture. So the person that you really PO'd at is the owner. Yeah. Because that had nothing to do with Russell. Russell said, guess what? Okay, cool. It's not working between me and Seattle. What you got? Well, here, we're all in. Cool. All right. I'm your man. I got you. Now, what happens now, he's talking about, guess what? Okay, cool. Let him talk like a politician. Let him win you over. Let him kiss the babies and say, guess what? I'm going to win you multiple championships in Denver. Well, at the end of the day, he's one guy. So it takes 53 collectively, but he's one guy playing one side of the ball. He's not going to do everything, and it's going to take time. It's not going to be instant. Everybody's not a Tom Brady.
Listen, it really doesn't have anything to do. If you look at Russell Wilson's numbers, he was a top 5 quarterback this year.
Yes.
So
Gino this year.
Yes, he did. He outplayed Mahomes this year.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
So now you're telling him because he has a injury a clause in his contract, you want him to restructure that, take money out of his pocket after he took care of himself all season, and he didn't get hurt.
That's not his fault. That's not his fault. Now, if there's a way to go about that that didn't call for what you did, because, like I said, last year that was agreed upon. That was between the previous coach, the previous era. That had nothing to do with Russell. Now, Russell was healthy this year. He had numbers this year, and the contract says if he's good, then it's going to trigger the guaranteed money. That had nothing to do with Sean Payton. Now, if you want to sit here and win, how about you find somebody that's good at the positions that they are for what you can afford, because it had nothing to do with Russell Wilson, right? It had nothing to do with this man. He already signed on the dotted line. So now you got to sit here and say, guess what? This is the move. You're the guy, because that's what the previous regime agreed upon. And if you want to restructure the deal, why don't you sit here and table that for offseason? That has nothing to do with fans and what we should know now. That had nothing to do with benching this man now. You could have did that in the offseason. And what makes things worse, because people in our house are still talking about this man. They said that we had these little back and forth battles with Sean Payton, and now I'm starting to see what these guys are talking about. And even guys that's not in the locker room that was interested in being in the locker room. They said, guess what? I don't necessarily have to play, but guess what? I have something to offer that's going to give you or get these guys to where they want to be. At the end of the day, they want to be champions. They're playing for the love of the game and they want to win. But Sean Payton want to sit here and have this old diva type attitude. Well, I want what I want and I want it now. Say, bro, you didn't have to put that in Front Street for that. You didn't have to go about it that way.
I'm gonna put it to you this way: he got a lot of cachet for one dude who only won one championship. He gets a lot of passes to say he only won one championship. Now this is Bill Belichick, okay, because he has won what 7? No, 6.
6.
He won 6. Yeah, because Tom Brady won without him. He won 6 titles. So if Bill Belichick says the sky is fucking purple, the sky is motherfucking purple because he got 6 fucking championships. I don't listen to him. You have 1. You should have had 4, but you have 1.
3, but you know.
No, you should have had fucking 4.
No, he should.
You should have had fucking 4. And, I mean, 2011 when he lost to the 49ers, that was the greatest team he probably ever had, and he fucking found a way to put Roman Harper on the best tight end. That's 1. I can go down the list. I did it already. It's 4. I never did. I used to say 5, but it's 4. Should have had 4 with the teams he had.
He's not the GM over in Denver, is he?
No,
but they give him a lot of power.
A lot.
And if he had so much power, his team would have played better this year. You know what I'm saying? If you have that much power, you're going to tell the GM, this is what I want, this is what I need, and then you go get it. and Russell was winning with with players that what I'm saying weren't probably the best players that he could have had on his team,
The thing
and
is,
he was still getting wins.
Courtney
he
Sutton,
bought in all his
Sutton's a
Saints
good player.
leftovers. Yeah,
Yeah, but you need more than one player. It's a team sport.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This isn't tennis or golf. You know what I'm saying? So you need a nice running back. You need receivers. You need a tight end. You need your offensive line to be good. And Russell Wilson, with what they put in front of him as a team, he still put numbers up better than a lot of quarterbacks in the league.
Yes, sir.
So for them to take money out of his pocket because he didn't like the guaranteed injury clause in the contract, I hope Sean Payton gets some type of punishment put on his ass.
I agree.
Which would suck because it also affects Denver, but they were the dumbasses that hired his ass in the first place.
Well, you could also tell the dude no. Like, hey, bro, okay, I gave you this authority. Yes, you can control what goes on the field, but this is how I'm running the team. Like, sometimes you just got to be a man about it. Just like, say, man, shut up. I'm the one paying you.
Not after this season. I think they end up cutting him.
Well, unfortunately, that's what
they might end up getting rid of fucking Sean.
No,
they're not. They gave up a first and second round pick for him, so they're not gonna get rid of him.
Well, they're gonna have to move on because you
can't do shit without Drew Brees. Sean Payton has not proven nothing to me without Drew Brees. He hasn't won shit without Drew Brees. Tell me where he won without Drew. All right.
Yeah, you're
Till
right.
he find another Drew Brees, he's going to be the same person.
At some point, and this is no shot at the Saints because we ride hard for the Saints out here, but they kind of weren't. They were winning without Drew too. So I mean,
No, I'm saying something of substance.
Yes.
What has he won without Drew?
Yes, Drew. Yes.
And so, and when you make a move, but you trade a first and a second rounder, I'm waiting on immediate impact. John Gruden got traded from the Raiders to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He won the Super Bowl the next year.
He won the Super Bowl.
The next year he got traded. As soon as he got traded, he won the Super Bowl.
Why Tampa
What did Sean
always got
Payton
this
do?
type of luck? Tampa just got that type of luck. Like they're in the middle. They're the middle of a pack NFL team, right? But then they're always in the right place at the right time. So you got Gruden, got a Super Bowl. You got Brady, got a Super Bowl. Like who has that type of luck?
I'll put it this way: they were smart because you know where Tom Brady wanted to go.
New Orleans.
You know where he wanted to go first?
Miami.
And you know who made the decision not to sign him first?
First, it was San Francisco.
Well, fuck it. You know who we wanted to go before Tampa?
New Orleans.
He wanted to come to the Saints. But Drew Brees didn't want to retire. If I was Sean Payton, I'm like, look, Drew, you need to do this the easy way or the hard way. You get the fuck out of here.
Look, Drew,
listen,
pay a little extra
I would
to retire.
I would have bought it. I still would have bought Brady in, and fucking Drew Brees would have been sitting on the bench.
You couldn't.
But ain't no way you gonna pay what more money? Ain't no way you gonna pay Drew money and Tom Brady money. Man, that's ridiculous.
Like somebody had to go. You couldn't have both of them.
I would say either live to be either you die a hero or you live long enough to be a villain because you got to get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck. I'm using Batman line. You gonna be a fucking.
That's what had to happen, man. And
don't be using Batman lines here.
Man, fuck Batman. Fuck Batman.
Damn.
See, you had to bring up Batman again. Gonna have Eric having a heart attack.
Lost the cornerback this season during practice. That's their weakness of their defense anyway. It's the corners. So it's not really hurting them. The 49ers.
Oh. Well,
I'm just saying, I'd have told Drew, look, you can retire. We'll give you a nice retirement ceremony. You know, you'll be blessed. Everybody will love you.
Yeah,
And then we
your
bring your
name will
Brady
be
in.
in the Ring of Honor.
they'll do a parade for you just because.
Yes.
Like they'll shut down the city just like they did when you won the Super Bowl. They'd had that all for you, bro. But no,
Bro, they shut down the damn city for what that was. David Bowie when he died. Shit, he wasn't even from here. So the fuck.
but
I'm just saying,
no.
they don't care. We party for anything down here.
Drew said,
So they would have partied for him retiring, and they would have partied for Tom Brady coming here. But no, Drew said, "I got a couple more years left, coach."
Drew got in his Cap Rooney bag. I want to die on the field. I'm gonna go ahead and play this playoff game, even though the kid is younger and got better arm, and the offense moves better with the kid out there on the center. No, I want to be Cap Rooney.
Oh, and I called him Cat Rooney. Oh, who that they should hated me. I said that motherfucker Cat Rooney. Nobody wanted to listen. That motherfucker Cat Rooney. But now people, same people who shitted on me, now saying the same rhetoric I was saying back when Drew was playing. Drew stayed too long. I'm like, man, fuck you. When I was saying that, y'all was like, no, Drew Brees. He got the best chance to win, even though he could throw the ball 5 yards down the field. He's the best chance to win.
Drew Brees.
I don't know if he had another kid. That's why.
But
not you know.
Hold up. Now, I'm not trying to moonwalk here, and I'm not trying to take the shine off of the current quarterback we're talking about. Well, since we're talking about Saints quarterbacks, I think I owe at this point a bit of an apology to Derek Carr, right?
No, I don't.
Just a little bit.
Nope. They still mediocre fucking games.
They are.
Still not mediocre games. I am not about to apologize for mediocrity.
No. I'm gonna apologize a little bit.
About to do this.
Just a little bit, because we're talking about Drew Brees, right? But Drew Brees, and God bless him. But you know, as many touchdowns as he put up, that boy was a turnover machine. I guarantee you, he averaged at least 2 turnovers a game. Average. And with this current quarterback, Derek Carr, he's at 8 turnovers. If we're at 17 weeks of football, he only got me 8 turnovers. That's not bad. He got me 21 touchdowns currently. So right now, he's like,
we're doing this. We're doing this. You're really doing this.
Yeah, I'm going to apologize to the man. I mean,
what? I'll bet you he has more 3-and-outs this year than Drew Brees had this fucking career. This man is a 3-and-out fucking machine.
If we're going to count everything, but at
he's
least
a 3-and-out machine. That to me, that counts as turnovers.
Yes.
That means he didn't move the fucking ball.
He does not, but he's not turning the ball over either. So you know,
bro, the defense on the field for 60% of the game.
Hey, I'm only giving him a little bit. I'm not saying I'm giving him a lot. I'm not standing on it. Just giving him a little.
I'm not giving that motherfucker no credit. Fuck him. I ain't giving him shit. We won because I told y'all what the Saints going to do. Saints are going to do the most Saints shit ever, which is win the last 2 games, give us hope, and then Carolina going to drop the fucking ball, and then we're going to be like, fuck, why did we do this?
What do they have? What weapons? What do they have? They're going to do everything. What do they have to throw?
The Giants? We talking about the Giants?
No, what are you talking about? The Panthers. Who do they have? They can't even sacrifice nothing. What do they have to sacrifice to Carolina? They're going to sacrifice the Tar Heels? Because they can't even do that.
Come on, Doc, after cuss words.
We suck now. Carolina sucks now.
Matter of fact, where are we? Because I haven't even kept up with the
Tar Heels fucking suck.
Last time I seen there was 8. The last time I seen, but this is like 2 months ago.
Man,
don't worry, I'll find out.
All I know, we hoping on Carolina to beat Tampa. to get the playoffs.
Not happening. Well, guess what? We still got scenarios. We still got scenarios. So let's say we need the Seahawks. We need the Seahawks to lose, and we also need Green Bay to lose.
They play the Bears. That could happen.
That could happen.
It's possible. It's possible. But, Green Bay quarterbacks always own Chicago. So, just I don't know. I don't know yet. The jury's out.
I mean, me looking at it, this would be hilarious if the Saints makes the fucking playoffs. I would probably laugh hysterically because it's like Derek Carr doesn't want to end this miserable season. He's just gonna play his way into another contract. Watch. And then they get the playoffs and get blitzed by either the Eagles or Dallas.
Well, I already stated that I don't want this group to win, but obviously they're going to continue to win.
They're going to win. They're going to listen.
But there's the thing.
The most thing ever. Just remember that.
Well,
I told y'all last week we was beating Tampa, and what happened? We beat Tampa.
Coach already got his job secured. He already knows he's coming back, so it don't matter. And going back to Carolina is still at 8. So yay, still in there, still top 10.
With 3 losses.
Well, I mean, it's not like we're gonna go undefeated. They're still winning. So, Coach Davis, keep doing your thing, baby. Nah. Y'all know we don't get our shine on till the tournament time.
We didn't make the tournament last year.
Well, yeah, we didn't make the tournament, so it was nothing to shine on. But we'll shine this year. We're still in here. We ain't got to worry about Duke. What Duke at?
That's because Coach K
Duke
retired.
Is 14. Duke is ranked 14th.
Nobody worried about Duke since Coach K retired.
Yep.
Coach K ain't coming out the locker room, so I don't care. Jazzy, that's my sister.
She went to Duke, right?
She graduated from Duke in her undergrad. She's currently in North Carolina's School of Dentistry.
Look at that. She jumped to the better school.
She did, and I'm proud of her for it. But she loves her Blue Devils.
Yeah, we 10-3. Damn, the U is 11-2. The U becoming a basketball school.
Yes.
Well, they had to because then they moved to the Big East.
No, I thought they're still in the ACC.
They're still in the ACC, brother.
I thought they moved to the Big East.
No, we left the Big East. We left the Big East and came to the ACC. But let's get into our, I guess, anything. Oh, let's talk about how Baltimore destroyed Miami.
I didn't even get to see it.
This is big.
Man, that was an ass whooping. I think Baltimore is the team to beat.
Well, in the AFC, I think so, definitely.
Well,
I don't think the Chiefs got that swagger no more. I don't, the Bengals we already know are bullshit. Who else?
Well, wait, before we even get to that. Now, potentially Sunday Night Football, that has huge implications in it now. So the Bills actually have a chance to claim the AFC East and be the second seed. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, this is really
all happening in Miami, though.
The pressure is on Miami. Miami has to show up. You can't sit nobody, and you gotta play because guess what? The Bills, they're gonna play because they still got that salty taste in their mouth from being knocked out with Kansas City. It could have been. Buffalo feels like it should have been me. Well, now here's the opportunity. Now, do you claim this division, get the second seed, or do you lose out on everything? Because you have the potential to lose out on everything. Like, this has been one of the tightest races I've ever seen in my life. You have 11 teams. You have 5 playoff spots. That's not claimed. And for people right now that's still alive, even the Saints, like, very slim. But I
It's
mean,
not even very slim though. That's the fucked up thing about it. It's very doable for the Saints to make the playoffs.
it is. It's doable.
It's very fucking doable. Look, Arizona shocked us by beating the Eagles. You don't think they can beat the Seahawks?
Right.
You know, the Bears are on fire right now.
Yes.
They ain't beating Geno. Because
They lost to Mason Rudolph last week. So I don't want to hear about beating Geno. They lost to Mason Rudolph last week. It's very doable for the Seahawks to lose that game. It is very doable for the Bears to beat the Packers.
It exists.
I don't know. The Bears caught fucking fire. So the Saints can get in that way. And it's very Tampa Bay-ish for Tampa Bay to lose to Carolina because nobody expected it coming. Like, it is very Tampa Bay-ish to do some shit like that.
Hey, but then Carolina was abysmal last year, and they won their last game last year, although against the Saints. Thank you, Andy Dalton.
They can play spoiler. You know, they got people who like to play spoiler. Like, you know what? I'm going to play spoiler. It can happen. These scenarios all can happen. And none of it can happen at the same time. But it all could happen.
I'll go with none of it happening.
I'm going to tell you what the Saints are going to do the most Saints thing. And what if they do the most Saints thing and back into the motherfucking playoffs? I won't be happy for it. I won't be happy. I'll be the last Saints fan to be happy. I will not be happy because I don't want us to get on the stage and get blitzed.
Time out. Why wouldn't you be happy? Why wouldn't you be happy if the Saints make
we're going to get embarrassed? I don't want to see that. That's what you understand.
Well,
and then it's going to give Mickey Loomis. See, you know what? Oh, yeah, it did work. We made the playoffs. Let's keep this group together one more year.
He's already keeping the group together. It's already happening.
He's going to keep Dennis Allen. He's not keeping the offensive coordinator. The job is on the line. Let them catch fire.
No, he's already not coming back. That's already happening. Everything that we're talking about is already happening. You're keeping a coach.
Remember, he was supposed to go. No, the OC was supposed to go before Allen got the job. But you know what they did? Here's some more money. He's going to retire. Here's some more money. Come on back. That's what they did him. That's what Carmichael didn't want to coach in the first place.
They thought he was going to bring that Coach Payton-esque playbook. And it
so you don't think they're gonna throw more money at Carmichael if they make the playoffs?
They won't. It's already established. I'm telling you right now, all that stuff is happening. You're keeping the coach.
If they make the playoffs, they're gonna be like, let's do it one more time. Because this is Loomis.
They're not gonna do it because first of all, Pete Carmichael wasn't even interested in the OC job. He wasn't interested. It's like you said, he was ready to walk out the door. He was like, man, look,
and you
I don't
beg a motherfucker who's not interested.
And that's what they did.
You don't think they're going to say, you know what? We could try this again. Same coaching staff. They don't do.
I can see your squad doing that shit.
Yes, I worry if we make the playoffs, that's going to happen. But like I said, just because it's Dennis Allen and I want that motherfucker fired, they're going to do the most Saints thing ever and make the fucking playoffs, and he's gonna be a bane of my existence for the next couple years.
Well, it's already happening. It's already established.
It's already happening for 1 year.
They're gonna sign.
He's gonna do it multiple years.
Listen, if he makes the playoffs this year, they're gonna sign him to an extension.
Yes, they will do some stupid shit like that, bro. They will do. This dude never made the playoffs in his career.
Yes, because he never got past 6 wins until he got here.
Yes, this is the most wins he didn't have. 8.
Like this is literally his high. This is his max. 8 right now.
8.
Hopefully 9.
Dude never had a winning season, so he's going for a winning season against Atlanta, which is another doable game that the Saints can win. Like I told you, the Saints gonna win out because he's gonna do the most Saints shit ever.
Well, you can't lose. You can't lose to Atlanta twice. Like And then you can't do it at home. You can't do it here. You can't
They're gonna
lose
do
it.
it.
You can lose to Atlanta twice.
They're gonna no,
No,
you
no,
can't.
No, can't.
That's like almost worse. That's almost worse than losing to the Cowboys. Like you can't lose to fucking Atlanta twice. That's like y'all losing to the Cowboys or y'all losing to the fucking Eagles. Or
Washington
We do
twice.
lose to the Cowboys,
Washington twice.
and we're gonna lose again to the
Who is your
Eagles.
biggest rival out of the Eagles, Cowboys, and Commanders? Who are your biggest rivals? It's like losing to them twice.
The biggest
I would have to say maybe the Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah, so it's like losing to the Eagles.
Because
twice.
that's right down, you know what I'm saying? You could get to the stadium right down 95.
Wait.
Yeah.
It's like, what, an
Don't
hour and
y'all
a half?
hate them motherfuckers?
An hour.
Yeah, an hour.
An hour.
Hour away. So
An hour away. So, yes. So
y'all hate them motherfuckers, right, Izzy? Don't y'all want to beat the Eagles? If I have a losing season,
I am.
I don't care as long as we beat the Falcons.
I'm picking the
That's how
Eagles.
it is with us. Yeah.
But the funny shit is, if they get Russell Wilson next year, you ain't beating the fucking Falcons twice.
Not with these motherfuckers. Not these motherfuckers in there. Not till we get it. We need to get. I don't even know who the D coordinator is for the fucking sakes. Don't even fucking know. Probably Dennis Allen. Shit. Who is the defensive coordinator for us? I don't know. Nobody ever talk about the defensive coordinator. We gotta look this shit up. Nobody ever talks about the defensive coordinator for the Saints.
Talk about it because we're so bad offensively. We're bad offensively.
Joe Woods is the defensive coordinator for the Saints. I don't even know who the fuck Joe Woods is. That's how bad. That's how bad the offense was this year. Nobody even knew who Joe Woods was.
He was what did he do last year? I want to say like he was a positions coach last year.
I think some of these incentives for this week will play a big part in some games. Yep. Some games people are gonna sit. So I'm like, yeah. Feel sorry for anybody who doing their dynasty league this week because y'all gonna be. I mean, y'all fantasy football league this week. Y'all gonna be pissed.
Man, I got ESPN league teams left. I'm like, fuck. Good thing I got a good bench, but fuck.
Oh, Joe Woods came from Cleveland.
That's why they say playing tough.
Interesting.
He was a defensive coordinator of Cleveland?
Yep. Moved from coordinating the Browns, and now he came down here.
And the Saints defense is actually good. Defense is good. I'll carry that defense into the fucking playoffs. I'm not carrying that offense. So you can see 3-and-out Carr, 3-and-out, 3-and-out. And just because I hated on Carr so much this year, this motherfucker's gonna make the playoffs. I'm telling you, hearing this shit first.
He's gonna throw for 400 plus yards this week. Watch.
Look, this is how my luck is. This is my luck because I shit on these motherfuckers.
Don't do me that.
He's gonna throw for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, I shitted on this dude so much. That's like how you shitted on Zach Wilson. It's just I shitted on this dude so much just because it's gonna give them motherfuckers hope. It's gonna give them motherfucking Carr fans hope. And it's gonna get dashed in the fucking playoffs. So part of me wants to make it, and part of me doesn't. Because if it doesn't, they're gonna be like, oh, they're gonna make excuses for everybody else. If he makes it and get drummed in the playoffs.
Well, it depends because you don't have to worry about playing the 49ers, so it depends where you land. So,
bro, we're not beating Dallas. No, I'm honest. We're not beating Dallas. We're not beating the Eagles. We could beat the Eagles. We could beat the Eagles.
The Eagles are beatable.
Possible.
Yeah, we could beat the Eagles.
It's possible.
We're not beating Dallas or the Eagles.
But
maybe
you could. Listen. You could beat Dallas if you do the same formula that every other team does, and that's run the ball to Mr. Lawrence Taylor, number 2. If you run it towards him, you're going to beat him. You could beat them.
Hey, we got Carmichael as an offensive coordinator. He doesn't understand how to do the stretch play. He's going to run that bitch up the middle.
He sure
don't want to run it.
He sure don't.
He don't run. He doesn't. Our game plan is simplistic. I call out our plays at the game. I call the plays out. I tell them this is gonna be a screen pass. It's gonna be a run up the middle. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be that. And they be like, "How do you know this?"
Predictable.
Because it's called tendencies. This motherfucker do the same thing. Run, pass. Oh, pass. Then they go pass, run. Taysom Hill.
Oh yeah, Taysom Hill's in there a couple of times. Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill throws the ball. For what?
Nothing.
Derek Carr gets to the red zone field goal. Derek in the red zone, pick 6. There you go. Derek in the red zone, sack.
Yep.
What goes on?
Intentional grounding, 15-yard penalty.
Shit like that,
Out
man.
field goal
We don't
range.
need to make some fucking playoffs playing like that. But like I told you, we're gonna do the most sex thing ever. We're gonna be in position to be there. And then it's gonna give everybody hope. Steve, it's not Derek Carr. It was
He
this
don't talk
person.
like that anyway. So I'm just
It's
preparing you now.
Fucking Derek fucking Carr is an
Look.
average QB. He's a
He may be, but guess what?
bottom 15 QB.
They're already convinced. They're already
I mean,
convinced.
bottom 15 QB.
I'm
He's
sorry.
15 down.
I'm sorry.
I can name 14 other QBs better than him. And that wasn't the case when he came from the Raiders. I thought he at least would be a top 10 QB. But that motherfucker didn't drop 5 spots in my eyes. Like, real talk. Like, CJ Stroud is a better QB than him. Easily. And he's a rookie.
A rookie.
He's a fucking rookie. You're an 11-year vet. You got a rookie who's better than you.
He didn't play in 3 games. That's bad. That's bad.
I'm saying easily. You would say a rookie is better than our starting QB. Baker Mayfield is better than him. I'm just saying Baker was cooking until Baker got smacked. And the Bucks did the most Buck thing ever. Will catch a 65-yard pass and then fumble on his own.
Yeah,
that's the most Buck.
People almost came back too.
They almost came back. Baker looks good, bro. Like Baker looked like Oklahoma Baker. I know you don't like Baker Mayfield.
Baker put that thing right in the bread basket for
Jay hates Baker.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of his. He reminds me he reminds me of Johnny Manziel.
Nah, he's better than Johnny, man. Don't do it,
better than Johnny.
It took him a while to get better than Johnny. When he first came into the league, that was Johnny Manziel 2.0.
Minus the party.
Never know.
Yeah, he might have been partying. Baker used to drink in Oklahoma.
He's not on the level of Johnny football.
Well, nobody on the level of Johnny. Johnny used to go to the game coked up.
Yeah. That dude said, "I'm winning the game."
He said, "Fuck it." The Giants and the Mets used to do it. Why not?
Whatever.
That dude said, "I'm bringing the
Especially
80s
the Mets.
real."
Especially the Mets.
Fuck
Daryl
y'all.
Strawberry and them, Doc Gooden.
Keith Hernandez, Doc Gooden. They were all hitting that 8 ball before the game.
Man,
Woo! And you know Lawrence Taylor was on that 8 ball.
Yeah. Still winning championships. Can't say that for the Jets, can we?
How about this? You need to tell him to put that 8 ball back into the Giants.
They need a 9 ball.
They need to go find their supplier because
That's all right. When Penix drops to the Giants, they'll pick him.
it's very much possible.
Career.
It's very much possible.
And ruin that poor man's career.
But I think y'all getting Caleb Williams though. That's what I think is gonna happen.
He's gonna drop. Get Caleb Williams.
They're gonna get Caleb.
That's funny. And then you're gonna hear Izzy ran on Caleb Williams. Why the fuck did we pick him? Why the fuck?
No, he gonna come out next year. We win in 10 games.
With weapons. We
We got weapons now.
Yep.
Saquon will be gone. No, they fucked that. They still have weapons.
We got no weapons. Oh man, but this week was actually a competitive week, except for Anthony. I don't know what the fuck Anthony was picking. Anthony went 8-8. I don't know what team. Anthony was just throwing darts at the forward.
And he came on and did the shit live.
Yeah. God damn, you don't need to pick live no more, G. I went 11-5. Doc went 12-4. Izzy went 11-5. The hater went 10-6 and 8-8 was Andy.
Get my participation trophy ready.
Yeah, I got you. You still got to get through the playoffs, man. Don't worry that shit.
I knew you were gonna say that. We just got the playoffs to pick, motherfucker.
No, I got the
playoff pick.
That's a punk move, by the way.
No, that's not a punk move.
Hell
It's
yeah,
the
it's a
NFL
punk
season.
move.
It was the NFL. So we didn't pick the playoff game last year. Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Because what I came up with the
lead. And you blow this lead, bro. You got a fucking 6-game lead. God, fucking shit.
Yeah,
if you blow this, I almost went undefeated, bro, into the Philadelphia game.
If he got no weapons.
With the fucking Philadelphia game, bro. And it went to shit. And then the Vegas game, and then I picked every single late, except for the Sunday night game. I picked every 3 o'clock game wrong. All of them bitches lost. Seattle, Cincinnati, and the Chargers lost.
Damn. Well, you know the Chargers, they done for the year.
That was just for a fuck Sean Payton move. That was a fuck Sean
Payton. Yeah.
That's what it was.
And if I wasn't so upset with the Saints, I should have picked the Saints, but I was like, man, look,
keep doing what you're doing. Because every time I'm the only one who picked the Saints, they win. Keep doing what you're doing.
They didn't want to win it. I'm like,
I was the only one who picked the Saints.
You already lost some before. Like, the Buccaneers got everything to win. They about to go and win this division. Why not just get it out the way? No.
I just want to know, Anthony, why the fuck did you pick the Panthers?
Yeah, really? What the fuck was that?
What happened the week before?
He said he was going to pick wildly. That's what he said the week before. He was like, I'm going to pick it wild. And he did good the week before.
He's the only one who picked Miami, too.
Oh. I guess you didn't see what happened in 2022. Because the
Hell nah, we ain't picking the Pro Bowl because I ain't watching that.
They're not even playing the game. They're doing Pro Bowl games.
The fucking shit is stopping after the Super Bowl, man.
We're not doing that.
Are we gonna pick the fucking national championship game too while we're at it? The fuck?
We did talk about that earlier already.
You scared to pick the playoffs? Is it? You're scared to pay you're scared that you're gonna mess up in the playoffs with a 6-game lead?
Not at all. I'm just saying this. I thought it was strictly regular season, but hey, whatever.
Bro, last year we fucking picked throughout the whole season. It's the football season, man. Shit. What else?
Are we picking
the playoffs or shorter games?
Are we going to pick the USFL games next? The fuck?
Yep.
If they start playing good.
Yep. Sure do.
Shit, if they start playing good, fuck it. Isn't the USFL going to merge with the XFL?
Yeah, it's the UFL.
Yes.
It's already done.
That part.
I'm pissed off that my New Orleans Breakers are gone from the fucking merger because I wanted to go see a fucking game.
Well, they never played here at all.
Yes, I wanted they were going to play this year, and it's fucking gone.
First of all,
it's gone.
Let's get on this merger because it seems to me the USFL lost all but one team, and the XFL just merged all their teams over.
No, they didn't. They all cut teams out.
Well, they did, but relatively, they both had 8 teams, right? And the XFL looked like they got 6 teams that came over from the XFL in this new league. Only 2 teams that I recognize from the USFL is Birmingham and
okay, I got it.
St. Louis.
It got Birmingham, Memphis, Michigan, and Houston. So that's who the USFL have. Birmingham,
Memphis, those are XFL
Michigan.
teams.
That's not SFL. XFL team. Birmingham Stallions, the Memphis Showboats, the Michigan Panthers, and the Houston Gamblers.
Okay.
And then the XFL have the Arlington Renegades, the DC Defenders, the San Antonio Brahmas, and the St. Louis Battlehawks. So nasty, your Battlehawks are still alive.
Houston also came from them. So Houston was in the XFL, the Roughnecks.
They lost the Roughnecks because the Gamblers are there.
No, that's who's in the USF.
No, the USFL had the Houston Gamblers, and the XFL had the Houston Roughnecks.
Now it's Houston Roughnecks. The Roughnecks
no,
was
they're the Gamblers. They're the Gamblers. They're not the Roughnecks. The Roughnecks are gone.
And you, what's the Houston team name?
The Gamblers. That's the USFL. So
see, what I think they did, what they did last year, they had both seasons go, and the best teams, they merged the best teams from both leagues together. I think that's how they did it.
New Orleans team was one of the best teams. So that didn't happen with the most marketable teams, I think. Like Birmingham, there's a big thing in Birmingham, and that was the best team. Memphis, Michigan, and Houston are all like bigger markets. I don't know about. I guess Memphis was better.
And the Brahma Bulls, that team is owned by The Rock and Vince McMahon.
That's his team.
They're called the Houston Roughnecks. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at it right now.
They're not the Houston Roughnecks are gone. They're not in the league, Eric. I'm looking at the thing.
I'm looking at the Twitter right now.
I'm looking at the thing right now. Here's the merger. What are the teams?
Who's four?
The Roughnecks are gone. They're gone. It's the Gamblers. They are the Gamblers, which is the USFL team. So they got to have a USFL side, and they're gonna have
they got them as USFL, but they're calling them the Houston Roughnecks. I'm looking at the Twitter live. I'll put it. I'm looking
at the UFL site, man. I'm on the site. I'm on the site. Yeah, they were talking about how the Roughnecks are going. They were saying goodbye to the Roughnecks because they are the Gamblers. They got to have 4 teams for each side until they grow. They might bring the Roughnecks back, but they ain't gonna have 2 teams in Houston.
No, they're not gonna have 2 teams in Houston.
So it's like they got the Gamblers already, which is one of the staple franchises for the USFL. So they're not gonna get rid of them. So they're gonna get rid of the Roughnecks. So that's what's going on. But all the Roughnecks players gonna play for the Gamblers. Basically.
And Wade Phillips is still a coach, right?
Yeah, for the San Antonio Brahmas.
Oh,
yeah, for the Brahmas.
I'm gonna show you what I seen in the chat. So I'll take your word for it. But that's what I think.
He is. They did some rearranging, so that's what they're doing. They announced the teams, and I looked on the site, and it's like. Yeah, the Gamblers. I know the Gamblers wasn't going anywhere because that's what Jim Kelly played in the old one. So that was a big one then. Surprised they didn't bring Jerry Glanville back. Yeah. The Defenders were the best team in the XFL. They choke like the Cowboys. Yeah, man. I'm actually a DC Defender fan, and that pissed me off, man. We had nasty pick XFL teams back in the day.
Yeah.
And I was a DC Defender fan, and he's a fucking Battlehawks fan. So he keep his Battlehawks. So I know he's happy because the damn Titans ain't shit.
I am a St. Louis Battlehawk fan.
That's what he said.
Oh, I didn't know Bob Stoops is coaching in the UFL.
Yes. He won a championship last year. He won an XFL championship last year.
Yeah, they took 4 teams from the XFL and 4 teams from the USFL.
Right.
That's what they did.
I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. Like I said,
it's those teams because they're not going to give them
that way. But you probably got the right version. So
I'm on their website. I'm on the website right now.
Yeah, I was looking at Twitter. So I'm looking at the socials.
Yeah,
even their social media teams had them as the Houston Roughnecks. I'm going straight from the UFL social media channel.
Yeah, I'm on their site, and it's the United Football League, the USFL conference. Yeah, they all call the Houston Roughnecks. They changed it. They are the Roughnecks.
Yeah, I was about to
You're right
say
there.
on my list, the Houston Roughnecks are there.
That's what I was looking at.
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
are. Yeah, changed it. Yeah, changed it now. Shit, I was on another site. Shit.
yeah, they
Well,
must. They
Roughnecks.
had to, because I'm like, I've been looking at the socials all week when
But
they
the
made that.
Roughnecks were a fucking XFL team, so they didn't know
They
it was all the
are. That's what I'm
XFL team.
saying. So it's like it looked like the XFL got more teams than they did from the USFL.
Unless they just said they had the gamblers and then they just said, fuck it, we're gonna name it the Roughnecks.
Right. And they
Uh,
Or
probably
they say as a result, the UFL's Houston Gamblers have been rebranded as the Houston Roughnecks. So they got rebranded. That's
okay.
what happened.
All right. That now
They got rebranded. They were
Yeah.
the Gamblers. So we both were right. They were the Gamblers. Then they
were,
changed their name to the
now they
Roughnecks.
changed the name and they keeping the I guess the history with the
Of the
USF.
Roughnecks.
Right.
Over the Gamblers, but they're the Roughnecks.
Right.
Fuck you, Houston.
Exactly. All this bull crap, man. Put this
All this fucking confusion. God, that shit crazy. Man, but let's go into the
I was gonna
Week
say New
18.
Jersey got dicked.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Most of those teams are
In the South.
in the better weather.
In the South, except for Michigan.
Yeah,
And it's gonna be
except for
springtime,
Michigan
so it ain't gonna matter. It'll be springtime.
and DC.
In DC. It's spring. Ain't no snow going on in the winter. I mean in the spring.
That's East Coast though, right?
It's East Coast and Midwest. And they got all the Battle Hawks in Midwest too. So they got two Midwest teams with Michigan and the Battle Hawks, and then they got an East Coast team in DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. But we're gonna go to the Week 18. Oh, man, it's matchups.
Oh,
The Steelers versus the Ravens. I don't think Lamar's playing.
Lamar's not playing. Lamar's not playing. And shout out to Mike Tomlin for proving us wrong, because we was up there saying that he might not get his winning season, and he did. So no matter what the result is, he's still going to have his winning season. That would make 19 straight seasons. But it seems like he's on his way out, and I think he goes out with a bang. I'm going with the Steelers.
Why is he leaving?
He's not leaving. I think
They're trying to push him out.
They're going to push him out, and because there's reports saying that the players aren't responding to him.
You're telling me that let's just run with it. If Tomlin leaves Pittsburgh, he'll have a job within a week.
Exactly.
A week, a day. About a week.
I think he already has a job lined up.
San Diego. Oh, sorry.
Well, he'll be perfect for San Diego.
Yes. So, my picks are the Steelers.
Oh, my bad.
Steelers.
I mean, with Lamar not playing, I think that's a given that the Steelers will probably win that game because they're already the Ravens are already in.
The Ravens already got everything that they need. They got
an outside shot making the playoffs.
Division. They got the 1 seed. Like, yeah, there's no incentive for the Ravens winning that game besides trying to go in there with momentum. But
Anthony, who you got, man? Okay, we just skip over this one because I'm going Pittsburgh too.
Them Detroit Pistons are trying to make some noise up in San Francisco.
I'm not trying to put no stock into it. If fucking Monty Williams pulled what he did the other day, I'm going to be pissed.
It's only 52-58.
We were supposed to win. We were blowing out the Jazz, and then he took the best players out. I don't get his rotations. His rotations are stupid. And they're still waiting on you, bro. Pittsburgh or the Ravens.
He fell asleep.
I'm going to go to the next. Probably fell asleep. All right, we got the Texans and the Colts.
That one got big implications.
When it goes to playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Texans. CJ Stroud is playing.
Yeah.
Stroud is playing. and the Texans are young and hungry, and the Colts are, I don't know, can they backdoor their way in? The game is in Indianapolis. Does that matter?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Not my pick, because I picked the Texans, but damn so.
Because then if you're trying to say the weather or whatever, C.J. Stroud played for Ohio State.
I got
He
it.
did.
I'm sorry. I'm on FanDuel. Trying to win. I got you. Oh, Pittsburgh and the Texans. Got you. All right.
It's unanimous.
So I think everybody picked Houston.
Don't be
know,
using our picks here to win money on FanDuel.
Or
You
use
go
my
broke.
picks. Use my picks and win.
Oh,
Not last week.
Oh!
And who's still winning by a large margin?
I say, what is it? Last week it will be Doc's pick because Doc had the best record last week. I just see facts.
And who's still winning? Thank you.
And that'd be funny if he does a giant choke job. That's why he wants it to end this week.
That's okay. I'll be happy when the Saints don't make the playoffs. That's good for me.
I get. Yeah, I do that too sometimes.
There's props. Okay.
Oh, what did it do? We still beat the Giants. You can't tell me shit. We still beat y'all with DeVito. Yeah, y'all had DeVito, and got punched in the mouth. Another one.
Do I have to send the video again? Because I still have that video. I still have that video in the chat.
Another one.
Another one.
Everybody picked Houston.
Another one.
I think Izzy picked Indianapolis, so I'm gonna put in.
No, I did not.
Oh man, let's go. The Jaguars and the Titans. Why do I have to pick this game?
Well, because Tannehill is going to play, I'm picking the Jags.
Just because fuck nasty, I was picking the Jags anyway. But fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah, because every time I go and pick these guys, they find a way to sell out. They find a way to sell. Jags.
Yeah, I'm going with the Jags as well.
I'm sorry. With impending free agency, there's no way Derrick Henry plays.
Nope. And Anthony, you'll tell us who you got out of Jacksonville and Tennessee. You'll tell us. Hopefully you pick Jacksonville. But I don't know. I can't put it down because you picked Wild. Man, he was picking Wild last week. He picked Jacksonville. I think he was sleepy on us last week, man, because some of the shit he picked, I was like, God damn. All right, we got to break up the monotony because everybody got the same thing. Okay, Vikings and Lions, and I don't think it's going to happen on this one. The Vikings versus the Lions.
I'm going with the Lions.
I know they're sitting Jared Goff in them. I think Teddy B wins the game. So I'm going to go to Lions my damn self.
I agree. Minnesota just sucks. So Detroit.
No, I'm actually going with the Vikings on this one. I'm breaking it up. Yep, I'm breaking it up. I'm going with the Vikings. I'm going to stick with it.
This might be Teddy B last game playing because he's retiring. I had to go with Teddy B.
He going to show out.
And then who you got? Detroit or Minnesota? Oh, you got the Lions. You got the Lions. So Eric is the odd man out.
I'm the odd man out on that.
All right, we got the Falcons versus the Saints.
Falcons, baby. Falcons, baby.
Please do. Thank you. Thank you. And I thank you. I thank you. I told you the Saints are going to do the most Saints thing ever and win their last two games. I was right last week, and I'm not going to change my tune this week. Derek Carr's a bane in my existence, and this so you can make me suffer just a little bit longer. I'm going with the Saints, just because they're going to do the most Saints thing ever.
I'm gonna go with the Saints as well.
God damn it, Jake.
My reasons aren't Mo's reasons. But I'm liking the energy that they're bringing. Because if you go to the same social media, and I'm going to read Anthony's post because he says Falcons need this win, but we all know Tampa Bay winning the division. We don't know that. We don't know that.
So are you picking the Falcons?
I'm definitely not picking the Falcons.
No, I'm talking about him.
Oh.
I put the Atlanta down for right now because I saw Falcons. So he could change it at any point before this over.
The energies from everybody coming out that locker room on the same sideline is just screaming that they're gonna either someone's gonna die on the field or the Saints are walking away with the win. Because if you go to the same social media, they put black forces as the type of energy that they're bringing.
They better.
And those who don't know about black forces, I suggest Googling. Go to Google.
Well, fuck, put this way. They should have put the black forces on week 10. Fuck, don't wait till week 18.
I don't know. You know,
should have fucking put the damn. See, that shit that pissed me. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's that fucking Saint shit. They went to the fucking last minute to, oh yeah, we're going to put it on. See, that's why they're going to win this fucking game because, all but not.
Well, guess what?
All the games at the same time, so they got to play hard. So they ain't going to be scoreboard watching.
Sneakers?
Because all the games are at the same time.
Yep. So there's nothing. You got to put it all out on the line. And
Sneakers?
Yep.
Yeah, the black Air Forces. If you wear black, if you fight somebody with black Air Forces, you got a suicide mission. Because the motherfuckers don't care about shit.
Okay.
They're going to kick your ass. That's what if I'm wearing black Air Forces, I'm here to kick your ass. That's what that means.
Okay.
Yeah. You never want to fight a man or woman in black Air Forces because they're going to kick your ass.
No.
Unless you're wearing the same shoes.
You see that?
I only put out my black Air Forces when I'm ready to whoop ass.
Okay.
They like in a special box. I don't break it. I don't open them until it's time for ass whoopings. That's what it is.
That's exactly what that energy is.
Okay.
When you open the box, it start glowing and shit.
Here's a quick question. What if they get blown out?
I would.
That's not happening.
I say y'all would never put black forces on again. Y'all bet not.
That's not happening. Like I said, like we said earlier, it's just that game that you can't lose, that you will not lose. You won't lose it.
Well, I already know what this next game going. I know where Jay's going with this next game. Okay, the Jets versus the Patriots.
Oh God, that game's gonna be like 9-6.
It won't. It won't.
Oh, 10-7. Okay.
It won't.
13-10.
13-10.
I'm going with the Jets.
We know. I already put it down, bro. I put the shit down, man. Like I already know. We know you're not gonna pick the Patriots for shit. And then we know you're not gonna go against your Jets, even though it'll be wise to go through your Jets sometimes. So
I think I picked them every week this year, except for once.
Yep, except for one.
Except for once.
Broken clock is right twice a day. I mean, hey.
Hey, fuck it.
6 times, so it worked.
Even I picked against the Saints this year. I think everybody picked against their team at least once.
No, well, I've been known to do it. I even had a hashtag.
So, Doc, who you going with? New England or the Jets?
Is Bailey Zappi playing?
I don't care who's playing.
It don't matter.
I really don't care about this game.
If Bailey Zappi, if he's playing, then that's definitely going to be a New England game.
I don't know who's playing.
I didn't see him on the injury list. I didn't hear anything about, what's that quarterback? Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about Mac Jones. So, New England.
I'm about to look up for you right now if he's on the injury list. Because I know Doc reads all of.
Yeah, I read all that crap. I didn't see him on the injury list.
Zappy is not hurt.
Oh.
So if he's playing, then it's New England.
I too
All
am
right,
going. I'm going with the Patriots.
And I'm with you. Well, I'm not trusting the Jets of throwing out to Aaron Rodgers come back.
Oh man, that dude been causing a stank on these networks, man.
They just don't like that he speaks his mind.
Well, he can speak his mind, but at the same time, that's one of the things.
Is Zach Wilson starting? Anthony wants to know. Is Zach Wilson starting?
No, he's on. He's done. Trevor Simeon is starting.
Oh,
And that's more reason why I'm not picking the Jets.
Gross.
Yo,
Hey,
he attacks the end zone and he scores touchdowns more than Zach does.
he does, but that guy,
I have beef with Trevor Simeon.
we all do. Everybody on this
Big
panel
beef.
has a beef with Trevor Simeon.
I have a big beef with
this
Trevor
dude-
Simeon.
But you know what? No, you right, Jay. Yep, you can go ahead and live with that because I can't see how this guy gets a job and then he gets on primetime TV too. Like, how does that happen? Trevor Simeon, really?
no comment.
My God, like,
From a team that once trotted out Mike Glennon. So
yeah.
next.
Okay, I'm just trying to see what he's gonna put. Oh, he picked the Jets.
All right. Go ahead.
All right.
That's a smart pick, Anthony. Smart pick. You thank me next Friday.
You're gonna look. I'm gonna let you come on and curse the fuck out of him next Friday. They don't fucking win.
That's the Family Feud answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer. Okay, we got the Browns and I'm sorry, the Buccaneers and the Panthers. The Buccaneers.
Tampa, baby. Tampa winning that title.
Yeah,
What?
the Bucks.
Tampa within 7 points. It won't be a blowout.
Once again, I told you the Saints are going to do the most Saints thing ever. And just fuck Tampa. I'm going Carolina. I'm rolling the dice. I'm going Carolina. Like,
You ain't really trying to win that trophy this year.
I'm about to say you don't want it that bad, huh?
I'll put it this way. If it happens, it happens. I'm rolling the dice on this one. I don't know who really to pick. Because Carolina could come out on fire. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Because
on fire like they got the clap.
Yeah, it seems like a damn genius if Carolina wins that game.
That would seem like a genius or just like, I just wasted a pick.
You just wasted a pick.
Watch Carolina win. Watch Carolina fucking win this game. Watch Carolina win this game.
You just wasted a pick.
Thanks. I appreciate
Watch
that.
they win this game because Tyrann Mathieu hurt Baker Mayfield before the game was over. He's going to try his hurt ass out there and get hurt again. Watch Carolina win this fucking game.
Baker's about to throw like 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Watch Carolina win this.
I'm still not Carolina though.
You better put do not disturb on the chat.
I don't care. I don't care.
Because as soon as they start losing, I'm gonna start going in on you.
I don't care. Y'all better hope Carolina lose because I'm flooding the fucking chat with Panthers picks.
Oh my God!
It won't matter. It ain't gonna matter.
In fact, let me mark this down.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Steve Smith, the Carolina Panthers. I'm gonna have Jake DeLone. I'm gonna have all of them. I'm gonna pick them flooded with picks.
The reaction video. Shame.
You're gonna be flooded.
That motherfucker. I don't care. I don't have.
You have a better chance. You have a better chance of fucking flooding the chat with the hockey team, the Panthers, than these Panthers.
Now watch what happens. And when it happens, y'all gonna be like, "Damn, won't do this shit." I'm telling you,
nope.
It's gonna fucking happen. It's gonna be the most. This is gonna be the most Saints thing ever. I'm telling you. because I know it's the most safe thing ever. I told you it's some fucking bullshit. And then watch we end up losing against Atlanta because of that shit. Then Atlanta trots into the playoffs.
Only us. Only us. So toxic.
It's gonna be a close game. The shit gonna be close. It's not like Carolina lose. Well, they lost last week, man. But Carolina lately have been sticking with teams.
Yeah.
I mean, Tampa is not all that, and our division is shit. So I'm putting it this way: why not? Why not the Panthers?
Why not? Keep
And they're trying to screw the Bears. They're trying to screw the Bears out that number one pick. Why not the Panthers?
Why not?
Why not? Why not Carolina? Carolina Blue. I will put Petey Pablo's helicopter. So I get Carolina stand up. Go be
Carolina,
go
come
be
on,
in the
stand
group.
up.
Go be in the group. Take your shirt off. Go wave around your head like a helicopter. Tell you, go have it.
That's how you're gonna be sitting at your house on Sunday, waving your T-shirt over your head.
First of all,
HR is gonna be looking at you like you crazy.
First of all, I'm gonna be at the game Sunday. I'm gonna be at the Atlanta game Sunday. So I'm gonna be doing it anyway.
Oh, you're gonna witness your team getting stomped?
No. Oh no.
Yep.
Oh no. I'm good. We're good on that. Don't put that Jets juju on me.
Rolling.
Because Bill Belichick is gonna put his left and right foot in your ass.
No speaky English.
Yeah.
I'm like that.
The
Yeah,
Browns
no hablo.
versus the Bengals.
No hablo.
The Browns versus the Bengals.
Yeah. I think we can fast forward that one.
Not really, because the Browns are clinched. They're not playing anybody.
Cincinnati.
Browns clinched.
Cincinnati. The Browns are stuck where they're at.
Well,
Yeah, the Browns are resting everybody, man.
I'm still.
Joe Flacco is not playing in that game. He old.
Yeah, yo. But for some strange reason, it's kind of like one of them. It's like one of the opponents that you can't beat because it's yet to happen, or maybe it happened once or twice. So I'm going to continue along that path, and I'm going to pick the Browns.
I'm going Cincinnati because he's not playing. That's the only reason why. They're not going to play their starter because I think they're locked in their position. I don't think they can go any higher or lower.
Nope.
I'm going with the Bengals as well.
Cincinnati.
They're in the playoffs. It don't matter where they're at. They're going to beat the shit out of whoever. I feel sorry. That's my upset pick. I'm telling you, I'm picking fucking Cleveland. I'm picking Cleveland in the fucking playoffs. I think they could travel.
Do you think they make it to the Super Bowl?
I'm picking them because they don't have a week off. So, okay, cool. You'll rest, but I want to keep the ball rolling. I'm not going to go into the playoffs reeling in.
And then you go out there, you get Joe Flacco hurt. Or you get one of your people hurt. You're going to be like, shit.
I'm saying play Joe Flacco, but at the same time, the playoffs is about momentum. I'm going to go in there reeling with okay, cool. You took a week off. Now,
I said this is basketball, bro.
I gotta get you back in football shape. I gotta run you.
You don't listen. You don't lose football shape in a week.
In a week. This is not Zion Williamson here, man. Zion.
Krispy Kreme.
And you know what? We lost tonight, so I'm already salty enough. So
yeah, I was about to say that you guys lost tonight.
Bro, it's a week, man. They gonna practice and shit, but they're not gonna have their stars out there. They already locked the playoffs up, man. Get fucked up last game against a meaningless game, and they fucking twist the ankle, and that fucks up everything, man. Hell no, sit your ass down. But man, let's go to the next one: the Bears versus the Packers. Lambeau Field. Then Lambeau.
I don't give a fuck. Chicago, baby.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Bears as well.
And you know why my reason why I'm going with the Bears? The most Saints reason ever. Don't even for these next games. I'm going for the Bears. I'm going with the. Nah, I really don't scratch that. I really think the Bears found something, and they look like they're gonna be dangerous next year if they keep.
We'll see.
Will they keep Fields and give him some weapons? Not the
keep,
Giants' weapons, some real weapons.
Should I take Saquon?
Oh, yes. So who you going out with, Doc and Anthony? Oh, Anthony went with the Packers.
I took us with the Packers.
I'm just saying. I saw the Bears game and it looked like they fired up for next year. And they could get that curse off their back.
They should have
fired
fired
up. Aaron Rodgers cursed their ass. They can't beat the Bears. I mean, the Packers. Shit.
Yeah, they can't beat the Packers. It don't matter who the quarterback is. And we're playing in Lambeau. This is the last game in Lambeau. What else?
Fuck Lambeau.
Okay.
Here we go. We got the Cowboys and the Commanders.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
Fast forward.
Good Lord.
Fast forward.
I don't know.
Who's starting for the Commanders, Anthony?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Sam Howell. They're gonna roll out Sam Howell.
They can roll out Mark Rippon. They get their ass whipped.
They can roll out Doug Williams. It ain't gonna matter.
They can get Doug Williams. They can
fuse the two together.
Everybody in their history. They get Joe Theismann in his prime. They get their ass whipped.
They can play Riggins. It ain't gonna matter.
Boy, so y'all can use all 18 of y'all starting quarterbacks.
Good for you, Anthony.
Washington.
Good for you.
Way to stick with him, bro.
All right. Good job. With y'all and y'all 20 star quarterbacks in 5 years.
Shit.
I'm going with the Cowboys.
I already put it down, Jay. The only person I was worried about was Anthony. I saved you from yourself. I put it down. The Cowboys are still playing for something, so they're playing the starters. They're playing for that number 2 seed.
Yep.
This game might be over.
No, really, they're playing for the division.
Yeah, they get that number 2 seed if they win. Yeah,
that's the possibility as well.
I don't care.
All they have to do is win.
Yeah, so all they gotta do is win.
And the Eagles are be number 2.
So the Eagles gonna drop from 2 to fucking 4. That shit crazy. I mean, the 5. I'm sorry, 4.
Yeah, some crazy shit they were saying. I think it was 4 or 5.
Yeah, the Eagles screwed themselves up.
Right.
Okay, we got the Broncos versus the Raiders.
Oh God.
Oof.
Fuck Sean Payton. I'm going with the Raiders.
Yeah, one more for another win for Antonio Pierce and the Raiders.
Fuck Sean Payton. I ain't picking him for the rest of the year.
Yep.
For my boy, justice for Russ.
Yes.
I'm going with the Raiders as well.
Make it a clean sweep.
Unless Anthony got something.
He might go Denver.
He ain't going with.
He went Denver.
It don't
matter. That dude's Amir White is a beast. But okay.
Josh Jacobs won't be there. He won't be there next year.
Yeah, because that running back they got now, that dude, I'm mad. I dropped him in my dynasty league. I'm pissed off. Cowboys won't play the starters the whole game, so we might have a chance. Yeah, they're gonna be up 35 to nothing. They'll got a chance to get blown out. You gotta. That's what. Okay, we got Geno versus the Cardinals.
Didn't you skip one?
No, he hasn't gotten to it yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no, I did skip one. I'm sorry.
Oh,
my bad. Freudian slip. The Eagles versus the Giants.
First of all, at least when they played them 2 weeks ago, the Giants were in a position to win the game.
Who's starting?
Tyrod Taylor is starting.
Okay.
Ah.
And for that, I'm going Giants. Nah. It sounded nice, didn't it?
He's like, nah.
I'm picking Philly.
Oh, that shit sounded nice, didn't it? Boy, he looked up. What?
I was waiting for the fuck the Giants, fuck Izzy, fuck this shit.
I had to come with a different one, man. I had to come with a different one this time.
Blowout.
Oh, damn. You said blowout.
Blowout. Get the fuck. No.
I don't think it'll be a blowout because the Eagles are playing for the division, so they might play their starters all game.
They're playing
Yeah,
their game.
well, they're
the
also
game.
playing at the same time as the Cowboys, so
They're playing the whole game.
No. What evidence is there that the Eagles are going to blow out anybody?
They couldn't blow them out when they couldn't blow them out a couple weeks ago.
You couldn't blow them out Christmas Day. Come on.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say blowout, but
No.
the Eagles faltering. I don't know what's going on there. But
I'm going with the Eagles as well.
Doc, you're the last one. Are you gonna go Giants?
Yeah, that's a clean sweep. That's all Eagles. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you said, oh yeah, I'm going with them. Absolutely not. All right, we're gonna go Gino versus the Cardinals now. Okay, we back on track. Gino versus the Cardinals. So we got the Seahawks versus the Cardinals. I already know where Jay's going.
I'm going with Gino, baby.
The Seahawks, if Gino wins, he gets a $2 billion
That's
bonus.
a good stat. That's incentive.
And they also get into the playoffs or some shit like that.
Yeah, they get in the playoffs.
They would.
I think they have to win to get into the playoffs.
They need winning some help, don't they?
No. Oh, yeah,
Also,
if the Packers lose.
And they
then
could.
they get in. Yeah, they could.
Well, the Bears are going to beat the Packers, and there you go.
Could.
And then Gino gets in.
All right, so you going Gino.
If that's the scenario that we're going with, I'm going to pick the Seahawks.
Man, I really didn't pick any of the NFC West games. I didn't pick any of them. Oh, they're in the tie. But if I have to pick somebody, then I'm going to pick the Seahawks.
Will I do it?
Nope.
Will you do it?
Will I do it? Would I do it? Should I go Kyler Murray?
Are you?
Am I gonna do it? Hey, you're fucking right. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to Cardinals. They're at home. I'm going to fucking do it. The Saints will do the most Saints thing ever. I keep telling you, that's my battle cry. The Saints go do the most Saints thing ever. Back into the fucking playoffs. All the scenarios gonna happen. Let's go.
All the scenarios.
Arizona's gonna win this game. Nobody thought Arizona was gonna beat the Eagles. And the Eagles are better than the Seahawks. So why not? Let's go, Arizona. This shit will be funny if all the scenarios happen and the Saints lose the game. I'm going to be pissed.
I'm not.
I know you won't. We'll be at home with you and Izzy. It's cool.
Yeah.
We'll be home with New York. Rams versus Rams versus the 49ers.
Jesus Christ. And no significant starters are going to play. Ugh.
The Rams are finally going to beat the 49ers.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm going with the 49ers.
Good for you, Jay.
Sam Darnold is gonna school them boys.
Good for you, Jay. But I hope you're right. Anthony, are you going with the 49ers or are you going with the Rams? All right. We got the Chiefs versus the Chargers. just because I guess I'll pick Mahomes for this game.
He's not playing. Mahomes ain't playing. I'm going with the Chiefs because the Chargers just suck.
Yeah, the Chargers
They
are done.
just
They're
suck.
done. They're cooked.
They're bad.
There's no incentive for them people. They're just going to
I
be
go
out
with
there.
Mahomes in there, man.
They want to check.
I'm going with the Chiefs and crybaby Mahomes.
Is Taylor Swift going to be there?
Probably.
She's a curse. She's the Kardashian curse.
Yeah.
Fuck Taylor Swift.
Ever since she started dating Kelsey, he hasn't been the tight end that he usually is.
Because she's draining his energy.
Yeah. On some voodoo shit.
Big succubus.
She hangs out with Tiberius.
Oh no.
The ancestors.
The ancestors.
All right.
The ancestors.
The ancestors.
ACJ. Hashtag ACJ, baby.
The ancestral circle jerk. All right. We got the game, probably the game of the week, the Bills versus Dolphins. And this is for the NFC East.
God.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Man.
And they're in Miami.
No Waddle. No mustard. I call him mustard. Tariq Hill's house caught fire. I think the Bills win this game.
Man. It is really this is a bad one. This is a man.
Until the Dolphins beat somebody good, they're just like the Cowboys. They're perpetrating a fraud.
Well, I'm going with Mrs. B's team, man. Just so she can stick it in your craw that my team is in the playoffs. And I just think, hey, they're going to be fired up in Miami. And
her team is going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah. Her team is going to be the playoffs.
Her team's going to make the playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah. And I just think Tyreek Hill is going to act a dog on that Bills secondary. Let's have it.
He's got to get. Miami. He needs 460 something yards for 2,000.
Yo,
I think he get it.
I think he gets at least 200. But it's not going to be enough.
I'm gonna go with the fish. Fuck Buffalo. I hope it snows really bad and they can't make it to Miami.
Yeah,
because it's supposed to. Here. Yeah, I know. I was gonna say because we're supposed to be getting a bad storm tomorrow night.
Yeah, buddy. I don't miss the nor'easters there, pal.
And Doc, you're the last one for the last game of the regular season.
Put me down for the Dolphins. If Tua's still quarterbacking, then it's gonna be a Tua show.
Well, they have to. It's for the division, so they're gonna start their players. If they would have wrapped the division up, then Tua wouldn't be playing.
I pick like Anthony today. I say YOLO for the new year. So I'm trying to get some upsets here. I gotta get some upsets here to catch Izzy. So you calculated risk. Fuck it. Because if all these hit, you in trouble, pal. All these hit, you in trouble, pal. You in trouble.
Woogie. Ooh. Big dog. Don't make me take your ass to the Hudson there, pal.
Yeah. Hey, man. I will kick you in the kneecaps.
Yo, there's too much empty properties up here where you could dump a body.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do
Don't
not
have
make me bring you to the New Orleans East and bring you to miss you.
Brother, do not bring me up to.
You're gonna get ate by alligators.
Man, I can
Alligators,
take
wild
you. I can
bulls
take you where Jason
are
lives,
covered by tires.
and they'll never find you. They'll never find you.
That's fine. Did you
Just
hear what I
saying.
said? They got wild pigs
Yes, I
running
heard you.
around there.
Yes, I heard you.
If you,
I'm
try
bringing
to
Mo.
miss
I'm
you.
bringing Mo up to Minnewaska,
Oh, damn.
and I'm kicking him off a cliff.
First of all, you and what army gonna get me on the cliff?
I'll have the goons standing by like I did for Tiberius.
What I'll do is I'll have Tiberius in some sort of trance and make sure your ass goes into Minnewaska and you don't come back.
Ain't worried about it. You know how much swampland they got in Louisiana? You realize how much artists we got here?
I watched True Blood. I seen how much fucking swampland you all got.
They filming in a small section. It's a lot. It's a lot of land where you can go visit here.
That's just like this. That's just like bringing them up to the Catskills.
There's a lot of fucking land here.
Exactly.
That's all trees and nobody lives there.
Nope.
You can scream your heart out and nobody would hear your ass.
Man, okay, I just don't go to New York.
Mo said, fuck a chopped cheese. I'm gonna learn how to make that shit at the crib.
Yeah, man, they got YouTube. Look, they got YouTube.
Salmon chopped cheese. You gotta be shitting me.
Who the fuck eats salmon chopped cheese?
Yeah, I couldn't believe that when he.
There's one more thing, man, that I want to talk about. Man, the hypocrisy from Barstool Sports. You saw that? When they were doing the little guns dance that Ja Morant did, and then Quinn Ewers did the same dance. That's an LSU dance. Like LSU did that dance, and then it's catching fire. And now they said Quinn Ewers was having fun while they were saying Ja Morant was shooting imaginary bullets.
No, the dance is done by a New Orleans artist, and it was brought to light by those LSU guys.
Yeah,
but it's paying homage. Well, the artist made up the dance because everything has a trend. So what Ja Morant did, it was one, a trend, and two, in the area where it originated, which is down in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So for those who want to sit here and try to roast this man for having a celebration, what it seemed like, because one, let's get something out the way. What Ja Morant did was not wrong because you have a right to bear arms in this country, right? It was just a bad look that got him in trouble. Okay, yes, he's a celebrity. Yes, he can mold young minds. But at the same time, he's young himself. I mean, could you imagine your younger self, 18, 19-year-old you, walking into a multi-million-dollar corporation and being the face of it, and you have not experienced the world? He wasn't always mature. So what he did, obviously, he has the right to celebrate because he has talent and he showcased his talent and brought it out in a big way. Whatever your interpretation of it is not his fault. So you need to lay off of Ja Morant, right? Because
no, I gotta disagree with you. If you got caught and suspended for touting guns, why would you do a gun dance?
It's not
out of. It doesn't matter if you were holding your hands up like guns. Why would you do that?
What do you think?
It's
exactly
a
what you're thinking.
It doesn't matter. You got suspended for fucking with guns. Why would you do a dance?
It's called Rocky Hips. It's not even. That's just how your hands go. It's not even guns he was doing.
Well, he should have been holding his hands a lot differently then. Because he's going to be.
Why we not giving Quinn Ewers the same smoke?
Because he didn't get suspended. He didn't get suspended for showing himself on videos with a gun.
Nah, man, you gotta keep the same. You gotta say he shooting imaginary bullets too.
You do. So
No,
You
but
have
the
to say
only
he's-
reason why, but the
you
only
have to
reason
say
why,
he's-
the only reason why they're going
Okay.
at him is
Fair.
because he was already
Fair.
caught with the guns. If he
Is that
wasn't
fair?
never caught with the guns, he could have did that dance
Okay,
and nobody
fair
would
is
have
fair.
said nothing.
See, fair
No,
is fair.
no,
Fair
it's
is
not.
fair.
It has nothing to
Fair,
do
fair,
with fairness. It has nothing to do with
Then
fairness. Do you understand the country that we live in?
I
There's
know,
no
but fair.
fair.
But
Exactly.
There's no fair.
if you are a media outlet, you have to be impartial. Like Barstool, it's got to be impartial.
There's
Like
no
something like
that.
that. If you report sports, you have to be impartial.
You're
It's not
right.
like
They're supposed to be, but this is
you're
the
supposed
new
to be
world that
impartial.
we live in. There's no impartialness.
It has to be impartial because it's like this. You break your reputation down that way because now it looks like, okay, John Moran is shooting guns, and then look how it looks, the optics. A black kid who got caught with a gun, whatever, did the dance, whatever. He's shooting imaginary bullets at the crowd and all that shit. And then a white quarterback does it on the national championship stage. He does it on the college football stage. Doing it.
Yep.
Here's look more like a gun than John did. And he's having fun. Hypocrisy. You can't do it.
Guess
You
what?
can't do hypocrisy.
Now, guess what? Guess what? We're having the Angel Reese and what's that girl name? Caitlin something. We're having that conversation all over again. We're just changing the names. But guess what remained the same?
Gotta stop.
Guess what remained the same? The race of the individual that done it. Because when it's the white kid that does it, now we're up here saying, "Oh, he's passionate. He's super. He's having fun. He's all invested to his craft, to the sport."
Yeah.
And when Josh does it, again, he did nothing wrong. He just had a bad image. So why we have this image? Why are we painting a darker picture? Why are we painting him with a different brush versus this other guy? Why are we doing that? Because that's what they're putting this over our face. That's what they're making us think. That's what they're doing. They're gonna flash it so much in our face that we're gonna help but think. And I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna stand for it. I'm not gonna sit here and destroy that dude. I'm not gonna sit here and destroy Ja for that. He had a not great moment. Okay, cool. Let's move on because we're all about second chances, right?
True.
Correct.
This is his third chance.
Okay,
True.
but
Technically, he did get suspended for his first.
he didn't get suspended the first time.
He went to counseling for his first one.
Yes, he put it on himself.
Yeah, but he wasn't playing.
I say, but did he break a law?
I'm not saying that he broke a law. I'm saying you're already in the spotlight for doing some stupid shit, so you continue to do stupid shit.
But my thing is, it's not stupid because because the people from here know what he did. So it's like this: he was taunting New Orleans people because we do the dance. People from New Orleans say, "Oh man, he did the dance," and it's like because it originated from here. Instead of them finding their research out, they jump in the water. That's what I'm finding out. Like, jump in the water
with no research into it at all.
Yeah, you gotta research it first.
It looks from the way that it looks, they're like, "Oh, look what he's doing." But no,
y'all from New York, y'all know y'all have culture, right? Y'all have different shit in y'all culture, right? That might look weird to another culture. So instead of them finding out why he was doing it, they just jumped head first. And I mean, I seen all the players do it. I seen the Bengals game, they was doing it. The 49ers game, the Ravens game. It's like the gritty. Remember the gritty came from LSU and everybody started doing the gritty. Not everybody doing their little Rocky Hips dance. It's just how people from New Orleans dance. They always have their hands out. If you look, people from New Orleans always had their hands out. You can say it look like guns or whatever, but they always have their hands out weird. I don't know. We dance weird here.
It's weird.
So, it happens.
It's something that we do down here.
It happens. So it's like.
But again, you would know that if they knew the culture, but people don't know our culture like that.
This fucking
Because
boss dude,
we're
man.
always it's when it comes to, first of all, we're known for partying. So if it comes to something like that, people are gonna sit here and be like, "Damn, man, that looks cool."
We talked
And
about
yeah.
that
where
yesterday.
it comes from.
I
just finished watching. I just finished watching the whole 2 hour and change of
It
it
was
on
3 hours.
YouTube.
It was 3 hours, Jew.
Yeah.
It was
He
3
told no
hours.
lies.
A 3 hour ether. That's the hell that was. A
Man,
3 hour ether.
that was a
And
flamethrower.
it is like
And
shit.
let's put the sports spin on it, because I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know. I only caught the highlights of it, but the highlight that I saw, it ended with Cat saying, when people don't look at me as the opposition. Well, guess what? Now I'm doing it just like everybody else would. And he told Shannon, he was like, guess what? You play guys that was the bigger, better team and had better investments. But guess what? You sat there and lined up. When Cat did that, I was like, damn, this dude is actually, that's the conviction in the voice that you're looking for with somebody sitting here and going in the manner which he was. And the thing about it is, it's not making him the bad guy. It's making him the truth. He's telling the truth. Because there's always going to be three sides. It's going to be his side, their side, and the truth. And guess what? I'm standing with Cat because it seems more truthful to me, because it's not even the conviction in his voice. You go back and look at this stuff. It's actual history. This is actual stuff that you can look and see for yourself. It's not.
I saw the video of what he said about Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah.
They had a video up of him on the Comic View or whatever it was that was on BET, and he did say that joke. And the only thing that he changed, he made the instead of it being a car, he made it a space shuttle.
Yes.
But it was the same joke.
It's the same premise. Same premise, same setup. It was the same everything. And I'd say yes, Cat made it over exaggerated some things, because some people who trying to rush to the defense of these big name people, yes, people over exaggerate sometimes, but he is some truth in the over exaggerations.
Listen, the one truth, the one truth that he said, and he was absolutely right. Out of all the kings of comedy, Bernie Mac is the funniest.
Yes,
he is the funniest.
Steve Harvey,
and I would say D.L. Hughley is the second funniest.
Yes.
I don't think Cedric's that funny, and I don't think Steve Harvey's that funny.
Steve Harvey never was funny to me. Steve Harvey was. I never laughed at Steve Harvey on the Steve Harvey show. I laughed at Cedric more than I laughed at Steve Harvey on that show. And that Steve Harvey show is the same thing as hanging as Mr.
It sure is.
I looked at that shit. That's the same fucking show.
Yeah.
Except they just made him a principal.
Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Off as a music teacher.
Listen, family structure.
Think about this. They had a dumb kid. I'm sorry, I don't want to say dumb kid. They had a kid that was not intelligent.
Not so intelligent.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Then they had all they did was make two non-intelligent kids on the Steve Harvey show with Bullethead and Romeo. They both were not smart. And then you had your boy wasn't smart on hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
Omar Epps.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes. So it's like, come on, man. It's the same show. It's the my favorite
line was when he told Shannon Sharp, he was like, 4 times I had to give up $50 million because I was protecting my what was it he said? I was protecting my virgin booty hole or some shit like that. He said, because Puffy likes to party and you got to tell him no sometimes. And I was just like, he was killing on him. And listen, the dude, when Shannon asked him, don't you think you're gonna be blackballed? That dude is still blackballed.
He still is.
And Cat Williams is way funnier than the rest of those dudes. Ricky Smiley.
Oh my God! I don't even started on him. I saw him in person.
How
That was
is
not
Cat
funny.
Williams blackballed when he's been in 67 Hollywood movies? Now these
Well,
other
what's he
cats,
gonna use it?
They talk
Because
about
he could have been like Kevin Hart. He could have been starring in movies, and
he
he was
was Kevin Hart.
blackballed. You know, when he got blackballed, all of those movies that would have been his or could have
When
been
Kevin Hart.
his, they didn't give it to him.
Think about this. Cat Williams was the hottest comedian when he first came out with Pimp Chronicles and all that. He was the
Yep.
hottest comedian out there. And then all of a sudden, we start hearing Cat is crazy. And then he just falls off the face of the earth. And you just keep seeing him getting arrested, but never charged. Keep getting
Right.
arrested, never charged. It's making fucking credence to what he's saying. Like, man, these motherfuckers make you seem like you crazy. They make you
Yeah.
seem like he
and that's
said
what
it.
they do. And that's what they do. But here's another thing though.
Think about Dave Chappelle. They made him think he was crazy. And he went,
He
in
made
actuality, he just went off the grid.
about Dave. But the thing about it was, and Dave brought light to his situation. They tried to take Dave's creation from him and say, guess what? Now the machine wants you. And Dave was smart enough to know, no, if it's my thing, why can't I get my money for it? And if I got the creative rights to it, why can't I have my own property? That made sense. But in Cat's situation, and Kevin Hart, shame on you, because you talking about he sounds angry. Where did he sound angry at? Because don't get me wrong. I find Kevin Hart mildly.
But where's the
He's
lie
not
though,
wrong.
Andy? Where's the lie
Yeah,
though, Andy?
he was honestly he was spitting facts.
Where's the lie in that? Ricky Smiley never played a good man on anything he played. And never Tyler Perry doesn't seem believable as a man.
And for me, Tyler Perry is not that funny.
Well,
Nah.
Tyler Perry
you got to have that church humor. It's like that. It's like this. If you're in the church,
Martin Lawrence made a better woman than them too.
It's. I want to say he made his money through the Christian way. Like he was doing this shit through the church, and he got hooked up with the people down south in the church, and it's like a down south church humor that you got to be a part of that. You got to be part of that community to get it.
He did that. He went through the church at first, then he brought it to the stage, and then with the stage, he got it taped, and then people was getting in the tape. They was like, okay, well, if he got through the VHS tapes, and then he was like, man, I'm really getting some. I'm getting dough off of this. So he parlayed it into a series. I'm telling the same story, and now I got an opening. Somebody gave me an opportunity, Oprah, and said, guess what? Well, you can just go ahead and write your movies, and I'll go ahead and support that. And then it parlayed to him having his own. Yeah. And basically, only thing he does is write the same story.
I don't think he got his butt kicked, Anthony. I think it was more of a wrestling match.
And do you honestly think that Ricky Smiley would have made a better pimp than he did in Friday? Hell no.
Oh, because Ricky Smiley even responded. Ricky Smiley, y'all can go and look it up. But Ricky Smiley even said it himself. He's like, he couldn't even portray that character the way that Cat did. But the thing that no one is going to talk about, and everyone's all in the uproar, I need everyone to pay attention to this part. Cat Williams has had the streets since he came on the scene. Once you win the streets, it's kind of hard to take away credibility for that. And by that, I'm going to go to a part of what the machine is, what Hollywood is. Now, many people may or may not watch Wild 'N Out, but in Wild 'N Out, in the last segment, it's called the Wild Style. There is straight punchline of punchline of punchline. Cat Williams ran that particular series or whatever you want to call it. When it's punchline for punchline, he was the go-to guy. That is a person that you never want to line up against, because guess what? You're going to get your feelings hurt. You're going to get cut. It's going to be something you're going to feel slighted on. And Cat Williams did it for years. And I believe he still has the potential to do it now. We're talking, Wild 'N Out has been on the air for 16 plus years? and he still has the capability to do that. So I'm not gonna sit here and look at that show, that platform he was on, and say, guess what? There's some lie there, or there's some stretched truth there. I'm not gonna say that, because everything that Cat has said can be fact checked. You could go ahead and rewind tapes. You can go and put DVDs on. You can go on YouTube. You go wherever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So don't sit here and call this man salty, angry, crazy, whatever you want to call it, because that dude's a stand-up guy, and he has ton. When I say he got,
well, how can he be salty if he replying to people who's talking shit about him?
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody called Kevin Hart salty for when he went in on Cat, calling him a drug addict and all that shit on the Breakfast Club. Nobody called Kevin Hart that. They say, "Oh, he's defending Tiffany Haddish. He's so good.
We just taking his word as the gospel."
Ricky Smiley brought up Cat Williams on Shay show when Ricky Smiley went on there.
Yeah.
Cat Williams. These are all responses, and I'm like, I'm with that energy this year. If you say something about me, I'm responding. I'm not gonna start shit with you, but I am responding. And if you don't like my response, does not make me bitter. That is telling you the truth. Well, my truth. I'm gonna say, you know, it's the truth. It's your truth, their truth, and the real truth.
He's truth.
But so it's like this. So I'm gonna tell you what I feel, and that's how it need to be in life. Everybody be trying to sugarcoat shit. Fuck all that sugarcoating shit. Like, you know, damn that. You said some fucked up shit about me.
Because
I'm
people
gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell the truth.
But that's the thing. They're so used to the bully. They're so used to the bully getting his way. Well, guess what? The bully couldn't have his way with Cat, and people didn't like that. And Trick Daddy say, bro, I didn't even watch your video, but you was dead wrong for it. What you do is on you. That had nothing to do with Cat Williams.
Yeah, and it's like this, and I tell people this all the time. Like, we could probably be bigger than we were, but I'm not about to kiss no ass and do this and hobnob. I'm gonna do the shit my way. I'm not about to do it no other way. I'm not about to do that shit and then they come back. Oh, Mo did this to get where he supposed to be. Mo did that when he got where he supposed to be, and then, yo, Mo, you was like this when you first started. Now, why are you changing this? Because I'm like, I'd rather be authentic. And Cat is authentic.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't realize that being authentic still blesses you. He's still rich. He still gets roles here and there. I mean, it might not be the huge roles he used to, but still roles. And I mean, he still does his comedy tours, who puts a lot of young comedians and older comedians on. A lot of people don't know Mark Curry still tours with this man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he got love for Mark Curry. Because they still tour. He putting people on.
He said in the interview, he was like, when I put a tour on, I make sure all the comedians are funnier than me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, if you go to somebody else's tour, and I've seen many comedy shows, their opening act is booty.
Yes.
It sucks.
The only place that I think I went and saw one time, I saw Tommy Chong from Cheech and Chong.
Brother, I set that up.
Matter of fact, yeah, you were there.
I said
and
that
we went and we saw his opening act with this girl named Thea.
Yes.
The black lady, Thea, she used to have a television show on BT.
Yes.
Yo,
that was Benjamin's mom, bro.
Yes. She killed it.
Jay,
killed it.
You got a good memory, brother.
She killed it. That's when we went up to where that place in Newport.
Mo, what Jason's talking about, we went in what 20? It had to be 20 deep that night.
Yeah.
And the best part of it is that
time going 20 deep.
And the best part of it is, we saw Tommy Chong come out of the club, and he smoked a blunt with us. Facts.
Well, like Monty Williams blew another game. Steph just hit a dagger. Steph didn't hit a dagger. We was up 103 to 101. Now they up 110 to 103. Steph hit another damn dagger.
He hit two then.
Damn.
he hit that damn dagger. To get
He hit 2 because when I looked up before, he had just hit a 3, and then he came down and hit another one.
Yeah. Well, but we hanging with teams we don't supposed to be, so I'm happy with it. Fuck it.
If you guys had a star, you guys would be better.
Besides Cade got 13 this quarter. Like we need another score.
Yeah, you need another scorer.
And it's like, yeah, when Steph feels a certain way, you know, he's gonna hit that. So it's fine. I tell people
he's feeling a certain way because they've been losing games left and right.
Yeah, and
they're 2 games below 500.
And they use us as a punching bag. Everybody uses us as a punching bag. We might not win but 5-10 games this year. Shit.
Have you guys played the Wizards yet?
Yeah, I think we lost by a couple points. But they know better than us. They only won like 5-6 games. And it's just like Steph is Steph, man. So yeah. So like I say. But man, it's been a good show, man. And it's a new day for y'all. For y'all on the East Coast.
New
Kings
day.
of Comedy will be my favorite comedy stand-up show. The last part.
Anthony, you can't tell me that Bernie Mac wasn't the funniest on there.
The last part will be my favorite. And some of DL's, some of Cedric, but none of what Steve was saying.
Nah.
First of all, when you talk Kings of Comedy, everybody instant go-to is Milk and Cookies.
Cookies, yeah.
Instant. That's the instant. When you think of Kings of Comedy,
Him downstairs.
Them downstairs.
Milk and Cookies. But definitely.
Yeah,
and
DL wasn't that funny. DL, I say some of DL parts were funny. Some of Cedric shit was funny.
Well,
Steve wasn't funny at all.
Steve was the host.
Steve, you know why he was the host? Because he was the least funniest.
Well,
you ever seen the Steve Harvey fucking stand-up show?
I don't know why I thought Steve Harvey was funny, when I was young.
You were young.
He did his job right. He was the host. He came out and introduced everybody. He threw a couple of corny jokes in between each guy.
Huh?
That
I don't know. I fell for the banana in the tailpipe deal, and I'm like, okay.
I never laughed at Steve though. I just hear a bunch of yelling and a bunch of
cussing and
a bunch of yelling. That's all I can say.
Like what's his name said, like Kat said, hey, the only reason why he didn't become a star in Hollywood because no director was writing movies asking for a country bumpkin.
Yeah. That was right too, but
because he even said it. They fought. He got mad at what's his name for having the Oceans 12, and when he died, what's his name called the people he wanted Homeboy's part.
Well, he couldn't speak like Bernie, man. Bernie made that part funny.
And the thing about it, and I'm gonna get off of it. The thing about it, Bernie, I didn't. When I watched the takes, the outtakes or whatever, or the extra parts of it, Bernie said he was the only one without a show at the time, and it was true. It was like because people was afraid of what Bernie would do, what Bernie would say, because at the time DL had his own show. Cedric and Steve had the Steve Harvey show, and who's the odd man out was Bernie. Well, why Bernie got to be the odd man out when he's the one carrying and the one that you pretty much you could emulate in his style. It was just it can't be matched. Well, I guess they wanted the machine wanted to conform him to what they think he ought to be.
And it didn't work.
It didn't. Like Bernie still told his story, but he just put a nice little, I guess, American storytelling to it. Because
Bernie's TV show with the little kids was way better than fucking them other shows.
Steve Harvey. It was better than the Steve Harvey show. It was better than D.L. Hughley show. I mean, it was better. Like, come on. It was funny from episode 1 until that shit stopped.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only show that could come close to it is Everybody Hates Chris. They talking about comedian show because Everybody Hates Chris was funny as fuck. I was surprised Chris Rock could make a funny show like that. It was funny and realistic.
Chris Rock is funny though. Chris Rock is down low funny. Like when I see Chris Rock, I see Pookie. You know what I'm saying? I see Pookie, but when he does a stand-up, his stand-up is off the hook.
Oh yeah. But the Jamie Foxx show was like kind of different. We talk about like the with the family aspect shit and stuff like that. But Jamie Foxx, that's goat tier.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx show is goat tier.
Yes.
That's goated already.
That's the type of conversation that needs to be had. So I'm glad Cat did it. I'm glad that he had a platform to come out on. And
shook up the world.
Yeah, he did.
Now we can understand, these guys in that level. We see why Chappelle puts on who he puts on. You can see why, you have opportunities and guys like Deion Cole coming out there and they can make waves because these guys are funny. And it's about time that we just don't get to talk about these alleged titans and it's just their world. No, it's not just their world. Guess what? They got some people they got to deal with in their world. They have to contend with. And I'm glad Cat is still out here and reminding people who he is.
From what I've seen in the interview, he's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He just was answering. He was, like most said, firing back for people that came at him. He's not one that brings up people's names. They bring him up.
Yep.
Oops.
Dude listen, I got to give it to him. That's a single man. Never been married, but he adopted 7 kids.
Yep. That's commendable. And that's very commendable. So
that's a good dude.
Yeah, you can't shit on the dude. And there's a post that Deion Cole put up that's giving Cat Williams his flowers, and there's thousands of people commenting on what Cat did for him.
Yep.
Like people that are nobodies. He said he gave a dude $100 for his mixtape. Like, damn. Mixtapes used to cost like $5, $10. He gave money.
Well, depending who it was.
That part.
Depending who it was, because I know I paid $20 for a DJ Clue. If you guys don't know who DJ Clue is,
I know who DJ Clue is. That's why you have to be a part of the CD club. I got that fucking CD for $1.
I got that for $5. Damn, bro.
For $1.
I
still bump the DJ Clue mixtape, man. The professional too, man. I still bump the professional too. Still one of my favorite mixtapes.
That is a good tape.
Oh yeah, people don't be knowing about that though, especially where I live. Professional too. What the fuck is that? That was one of the best mixtapes you could hear. All them songs were bangers. They say, I'm not doing 7 kids. That's not mine. That takes a special dude to do 7 kids.
Yes.
I got to get the background on some of them. I got to get the background. Make sure they ain't got that crazy gene in them, man. Shit. I worry about that. I work in a field where shit can be psychological and you taking somebody in, but that's good that he did it. I don't need nobody that's gonna turn into that dude off of you on my ass. Hell no. Be in there chilling. But that's commendable though to take in 7 kids. That's not yours though. That's
very commendable.
I can't hate
and
on
support
the man who
them
did that shit and support them.
109, 113 Warriors.
I'm not worrying about that game. I turned it off, bro. Once Steph hit that 3, I said turned it off. I said, fuck it. Man, we scoring points. We just can't stop anybody. So I ain't worried about that. So man, we're gonna go on to
that's kind of commendable though, because they usually get blown out, and they only lost by 3 or 4.
The funny thing is, we haven't been getting blown out that much lately. Like lately, they haven't been getting blown out. It's just that if he just let the young people play and fuck these vets, we'll be fine. Like we lost to, like I said, we lost to the Celtics by 6. We lost to the Nets by 6. I'm like, we're not losing by a lot. The last time we got blown out was against the Bucks, December 16th. We played the Bucks. That's the last time we got blown out.
Memphis is beating the Lakers 124-111.
Fuck the Lakers.
But dude, surprisingly, I looked at some shit. The Pistons got like a top 14 in attendance. They still have a lot of people watch the game.
Yeah,
We're ahead of the Nets. We're ahead of the Pelicans. We're ahead of your Wizards. I mean, a lot of people that Detroit supports that team for some reason.
that's a basketball town.
It is a basketball town.
Basketball and boxing town. You know about that?
No. Mayweather Pacquiao is going to happen again?
Oh, I'm about to watch that shit.
You couldn't pay me to
I'm not
watch
watching that shit. I'm not watching that
It's
shit.
it's an exhibition.
Somebody want to watch that shit again. Somebody want to watch. I'm mad.
It's to lace their pockets. That's what it is. To lace their pockets.
Listen, I paid $100 for that first fight.
Fuck that. No,
I am never buying another Mayweather fight because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna buy it. You know, the fight with nefarious means, so I had to fucking, you had to buy it with DirecTV. It was $100. I spent $100 on that fucking fight, and my God, that was a horrible fucking fight.
Dude, my cousin invited me to come see it. I had to drive from my house down to the Bronx, which is like an hour away, an hour and a half away, to go see a fight, to drive an hour and a half back home. And that had to be the worst fight I've seen. I don't like Floyd Mayweather at all. To me, fighting is you stand in front of each other and you fight, not run.
Well, that's boxing is a sweet science. I'm not mad at my box. I'm mad that you try to charge me all this shit though for this.
Damn, $100. Yeah.
It was $100.
My cousin paid $100. I just went as a guest. I think I bought some soda or something like that. That's all it cost me. Damn, Eric. Either stay or go.
I don't know what's going on with him, man. Oh no, that was back in the day, bro. That was back in the day. That was back in the day before streaming became, popular. Like he used to get in trouble when that fight happened. He used to get trouble for stealing fights and shit.
Are subject to an arrest and yada yada.
Shit, you was going to jail back then when that fight happened, man. Streaming wasn't available like that. You got caught stealing that shit.
Get out of there.
You might have went to jail. All you do is get 10 friends and everybody paid $10, man.
That's all.
Shit, you good? Man.
Nah, I had a black box and shit like that. It didn't matter anyway.
A black box.
All right.
I think I've had every nefarious means.
Yeah, I had a black box too, but we didn't. We're gonna do the shout outs because Doc keep going in and out.
Well,
what's going on?
StreamYard keeps kicking me out. I don't know why.
StreamYard don't like your face. They don't like your face.
It said screw you.
So we're gonna do shout outs. Eric, you go first before StreamYard kick you out again.
So quick shout out to the platform of Venom. I seen the new background digging. I came to work today so y'all could get off my back. I'm not doing it so y'all get off my back. I do love what I do here, and I do love, having a voice out here and having a good time with y'all. It was real good. Shout out to the Grambling women's team for that 141-point victory. I'm not
fuck out of here.
I said I'm going to do it. F. Brett Favre, and happy birthday to all the January babies that's out there. My niece just celebrated her birthday this past Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm going to shout out again for next week because my daughter is coming up on next week.
Her birthday's next week.
Birthday is next week.
Word.
Not on Friday, I hope.
Not on Friday.
Can't start using your PTO already.
I intend on being at work, Anthony.
Happy birthday, young
Back
lady.
in the day, we had LimeWire, and LimeWire gave your computers AIDS.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Trust me, I had to throw my computer away after fucking putting fucking LimeWire.
Yeah,
That shit was
my
done.
computer was done after that.
It's
It was
done.
done. Who next? Oh, and Eric is gone. Just like that, Eric is gone. And Eric is back.
Sure, y'all don't like me.
Damn. I told you it's that face.
Go with that. All right.
It was Ja Morant who beat the Lakers tonight.
Oh.
Nice.
Shoot him up, bang, bang.
127-113. All right, I'll do a shout out. Like to shout you guys out. I'm glad that we brought in the new year with a bang. Always, like I always say, check out Lala's Empire on all social media platforms. She be getting out of hand, and it makes me laugh. She be just putting people on blast, and if you want to see people get put on blast, check out Lala's Empire on all social media outlets. Anybody else I want to shout out? No, I'm good, I guess.
Okay. Well, shout out you guys as always. Anthony, thank you for being on the show. I'm going to shout out Mrs. B, and I'm going to tell you why. This woman, I go tell this woman, and mind you, we joke a lot. I'm like, go fix me a fucking steak. And she's like, she goes, you got to go out back and go get a steak. I'm like, no, fuck that. You walk and you take your bus and go get me a damn steak. So what does this woman do? She orders from Outback and brings me a steak. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, wow. It just shows how generous this woman is and how lucky I am to have her in my life. So, Mrs. B, I love you.
Nice.
Oh, that's good. That's good, man. First off, I would like to shout out to my cousin Earl who had a birthday that just passed. So, man, happy birthday, brother. And also to my mom and stepdad. They had 25 years of marriage. So it
Oh, happy anniversary.
Yes.
So 25 years they had, and I'm glad they stuck it through and thick and thin. They 25 years. I hope to get to that point. I really do hope I get to that point like they did. So 25 years, happy 25 years, moms. And shout out to you guys for doing it. I wasn't feeling well earlier, that's why we ran a little late. And it gave time for Eric to come on time. So Eric was on time today, so people can't.
Yes. I was on time.
Y'all can blame me. If I started on time, I think Eric would have came 30 minutes into the show.
I was waiting for you. I was gonna be on time.
Be good, man. But I'm glad I started to feel better. Man, shout out to HR for the logo that we see in the background once our pictures go off. But thank her for that logo. I appreciate her. Man.
Yeah, that logo is fire.
Yeah, it is. I'm glad she did the AI logo. I'm like, that was fire. It was fire.
Yes.
I designed one for the Venom and Smoke Wrestling podcast. So hopefully y'all like that one too. We'll see. We'll see. But I can't top HR. She good with this shit. Yeah. Man, but thank Anthony. Anthony seemed like he's the only one that wanted to talk today. So thank you, Anthony, for being the only one who wanted to talk. And I've seen a few people on the X app. I've seen a couple people on, the YouTube and the Facebook. I thank all y'all for watching. But next time, y'all can comment. You don't be scared to comment.
Eric, but you didn't charge Miss Bitch's cell phone today?
Did not say that. that we announced.
Because she didn't come on tonight, so you must have not charged their cell phone.
You know, that might be the one hitter of the night.
Put it this way, hey, man. Look, your son must have been out on a date or something. That's why he didn't do he didn't get your burner. He didn't do the burner. He didn't do the burner. The burn. Now watch the burner show up right when we're about to get off. Man, we'll be back next week Thursday. Hopefully it'll be ancestor free. This Thursday.
Yeah, what's up with that bullshit?
Oh God,
keep happening. Shit was tripping yesterday. She was glitching out, all kind of shit. But join us Thursday for our wrestling show. Hopefully the most spooky shit goes on. Izzy keep that Airwick candle ready for us. And then we'll be back Friday to go over, what it'd be the college football playoff final, and then we'll be talking about the NFL playoffs then. And Izzy, yes, you have to pick for the NFL playoffs. No, don't try to protect your fucking lead now.
With some of your picks, you protected his lead.
Yeah, really. Thanks.
But you got to go for the gusto, man. Sometimes you got to go for it. You got to pick opposite of him. You got to go for it. And if it works out, I look like a genius.
Pick the old Pro, pick the Pro Bowl. Pick the fucking.
No, we're not going to pick the Pro Bowl. We're just going to pick the wild card, divisional, championship, Super Bowl.
I understand. You're hurt by the fact that
16 teams,
motherfucker, something.
No, 16 teams. If I was leading, I would still be doing the playoffs. You know what? It's the whole season, damn it. It ain't just the regular season.
Whatever.
Okay, Peyton Manning. Okay, you want to be Peyton Manning? That's what you want to be? The greatest regular season picker of all time?
Peyton Manning.
The greatest big head of all time?
The biggest douche of all time?
Wow.
Nah, that goes to Brett Favre.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck Brett Favre.
So I held it down.
Yeah, fuck Brett Favre, the DiBiase brothers, and somebody.
Karl Malone.
Karl Malone.
Yep.
Yeah. I think we put Josh Giddey on there too. So
yeah,
I think we did. But
yeah,
mainly fuck Brett Favre. And we'll see y'all next week. This is your host, Mo Young. You got the Diabolical Hater. You got the Ferris one and Doc Eric. We'll see y'all later. Peace. We out.
Good night, everybody.
Yes, enjoy your weekend. Yo.
And if you see me keep looking over my shoulder, I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. Oh, shit all over my Republican jersey. Go get that towel. Y'all didn't know.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, Gentleman, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon. It's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Oh, wait a minute.
Hell no.
The Nets bit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
That's exactly what this
That's
is.
why, maybe that's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.